Welcome, welcome, welcome everybody. Nice to be with you. Do you know what? I woke up this morning and you know when you wake up and your alarm goes and you think, I don't know what day of the week it is. What day of the week is it? I'm really confused, and it takes you a while to sort of get your head around things. It did feel like a weekend. And the reason for that, I knew that you had loads of new launches coming up, and perhaps because, I'll let you in on a little secret, we kind of felt a little bit put out that our show wasn't getting any of the launches of gold. See, that put out, we throw stuff. That's right, Nadia. That put out that Nadia is throwing stuff.
And now I'm throwing my toys out the
Yeah, throwing toys out of her pram and everything. So no, we have been spoilt today. There's loads of new ins, so lots of opportunities. Now I launched on was it the weekend? Might have been Friday. These beautiful, beautiful tiger's eye flowers. I was talking about the differences between faceting and of carving. Carving of gemstone is as much a skill and a talent as lapidus work is. You still have to consider gemstones' refractive indexes, the gemstones' hardnesses, obviously what you're looking for as an end result. When you then team that with what we call a phenomenal gemstone, in the fact that you've got, in this case, chatoyancy, so a movement of light, or certainly it looks like a movement of light being grabbed and encapsulated by every single one of those microscopic inclusions. It's that very movement which the lapidus stroke gemstone carver artist, I'm going to say, in this case, really has to magnify. And look, just the one that I've actually just rocking back and forth here, look at the light glide across every single one of those petals. Now, to demonstrate that they are all as well completely and utterly hand carved, if you look at the one that I was just literally touching, and then I don't know, the one just below it, you can see there are ever so slight differences in the shape. So completely hand carved. So similar with your handmade jewellery, you would expect to pay a higher premium. Not the case. $6.95 for 130 carats. I've got 69 in stock. It's not nearly enough. First come, first serve. Grab it as soon as you possibly can. Perfect for creating that wonderful statement, solitaire ring. Also, given the fact that you have actually got those natural, excuse me, anchor points. If I turn my hand like so, you can actually see the elevation, almost like a pavilion facet, or where the actual flower itself tapers down towards the stem of the gem of the flower. Beautiful that we're using tiger's eye, because tiger's eye couldn't be a more displaying what's the wrong, well, choose a word better El, a more displacive, is that a word? Don't think it is?
Displace what?
A gemstone which really start completely from scratch. Sorry about that. I've been on here for quite a few times. I'll start again. A more visual gemstone. There we go. A more visual gemstone which actually has got movement and is kind of encapsulating that of Mother Nature herself. But every single one of these individual, you do get 16 on a strand as well. Every single one of these individual beautiful solitaires are hand carved for you, and yet we still bring it to you at £6.95. Totally and utterly natural, with all of that gorgeous chatoyancy. 0800 644 655 is the number to call as well. I launched them only this weekend. I'm pretty sure it was actually Friday, if my memory serves me correctly. And they absolutely flew, and that's the remaining quantity. So well done, well done, well done. Moving on to... Ooh! I've never even seen these, Rob. They're amazing. Has anyone got a sterling silver chain at home? Now, these are silver plated. That's absolutely fine. But I'm just thinking, thread some of these onto a silver chain. Stunning. Have we got quantity of these, Rob? I hope so, because these are stunning. Now, putting cord or leather or hemp cord that you saw earlier on, these are beautiful. They're your spacers, but they kind of give the illusion of 3 spacers in one. They are substantial, so 50 pieces that you are getting in total. 9 by 4 millimeter. Aren't they beautiful?
They look fab. They would be great for Kumihimo, I think.
Yeah, feeding through, feed a Kumihimo braid through that as well. Yeah, I totally agree.
Detail, yeah, it would look stunning, I think.
Gorgeous detailing coming through. And wonderful surface luster, of course, if you have got that silver plating across the surface, striped spacer, and I would actually call them more of your bezeled edge, I guess, as they capture and play with the light. Similarly, you know the emeralds that we just saw? I don't know for certain, but if it was a slight graduation. One of those maybe nestled in, 9x4mm, nestled in this, like creating maybe a perfect bezel set. How amazing would that be? No way. For 50 of these. Now, these were a previous showstopper with Rob, and he said, I've squirreled the remaining quantity into this morning's show. 25 grams of your beautiful copper with your solid sterling silver overlay. That's an amazing deal. If these don't sell out, can I just say I need a serious talking to, because these are so, I think the nicest spaces that we've actually had here at Jewellery Maker. Am I right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't think you find them anywhere else either. I haven't seen them.
No. Do you know, I've said our very own Chloe Jones, who's here in the building today, production manager Chloe Jones. Now, she's got a really nice, that place of London, you know, that jewellery designer, a really nice necklace piece, and I spotted it a few months ago, and I'd asked her about it, and it's just literally got what looks like basically jump rings, I suppose, onto a simple chain, and just a sort of about an inch worth, and it looks lovely. Such a nice movement. Just do that with these. Look how lovely that is. Love it. Wendy, Susan, Tatiana, Janice, Len, Anne, hello to you, Neithma Talbot. We are over allocated. There's just a few of these remaining. I'm totally with you. I think it's a great way of creating that kind of look, emulating a very designer brand there, or alternatively, creating maybe a bezel set for a perfect round gemstone. Love it. Well done. Well done, well done, well done. Last in stock of the what? Lions? Oh, the charms I launched. I launched him. Where is he? Where is he? Because, by the way, we had Colin singing as well. Colin, our new managing director, was a wimbo, a wimbo, a wimbo, a wimbo. Yeah, he was. He was. I love him. He's adorable. He's not a small charm either. This is one of the biggest charms. He truly is the king. He's over 6 grams of solid sterling silver. It comes on a little lobster claw, so easily on and offable, easily attached. Look at him, he's got a lovely mane, isn't he? Look at that beautiful mane. And if I turn it just an angle, you can see the actual width and shape. You know, he protrudes, if you like. He's beautiful.
Great for a July birthday. Is it June?
For your Leos out there, yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what Colin said as well. Perfect for your Leos, if you know of any. Is that June?
I think it's July, actually.
July.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with my star signs very well. So any Leos that you know, our Rob's just having a little look for you, so we can be July 22nd to the August, the 22nd. There we go.
Right, so it's a month.
July, August. This is a perfect gift. Perfect gift. And it's only £14.95. However, we launched it and it was hugely popular. Again, if I hold it up to the neckline, you could easily just turn this into a neckline pendant. Just like so. Absolutely incredible. Now, we're running out of time. I'll leave that there with you. We're going to go to your Wall of Fame. Please do stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We do actually have a fire drill going on. We're staying live, by the way, but in our contact centre. So if you can, just hold off on the phone lines for just a couple of minutes and then dial back. But right now, it's your Wall of Fame. Oh, Wes. Are you in a good mood today, Wes?
Yeah.
Because you normally like the Wall of Fame.
I love the Wall of Fame.
So I love the Wall of Fame. He said it was hot in here. I said, we'll turn it down a bit if you want, but I think he's now freezing us here in the studio. There he is. There's our Wes.
One warm and one on cold. So.
One on warm, one on cold. Okay, fine. Wow, gorgeous, gorgeous colours. Yeah. Rob is saying I'm just waiting for the messages from your Wes fans. Wes has fans. So does Rob, by the way. Rob, you've got fans as well. I've seen all the Facebook comments, boys. Don't even try and deny it. Don't. And they love it, ladies. They absolutely love it. Shall I push for a JM calendar with the boys?
Ooh.
Ryan, would you be up for that? Okay, right, so we get started. See your incredible creations. Well, and in numerical order, my darling, you go first.
Okay, so I've got
Someone's been busy.
Yeah, no, loads of them. I've got some beautiful bracelets and some earrings. 137 from Mary Ralph. My entry to this week's Wall of Fame. A few earrings and bracelets, most from JM, some from my stash. Nothing fancy, but everyone I know has them as requested. Good luck, all fellow waffers.
Love it, Mary.
Very
and I love
nice.
that. It's kind of like
Beautiful.
your statement look. Love it. I've got number 138, and someone's keeping to the simplicity of the design and all about the beauty of the gemstones. And this is from Deborah Travis. Hello to you, Deborah. This week's entries are the chakra bracelets using a string of emeralds, rubies and sapphires I bought last year, hessonite garnets, labradorite and tiny pyrite rondelles, which came in the ear cuff kit a couple of weeks ago. I made 5 of these, and I've already sold 3 of them. All gemstones are from Jewellery Maker. Good luck, everybody. I will be hoping for a win, as I love all gemstones you have, and that's from Deb. Deb, stunning, absolutely
Beautiful,
stunning.
yeah.
And what a combination of gemstones. I'm not surprised they've all sold.
Yeah, I quite like the way she's stacked the different sizes.
Yeah,
It's nice.
amazing. 138, my lovely.
I've got a real cutie here, 2 of them actually. So this is from Mary Keane. Hi all, here's my entry for the Wall of Fame. I only made the little one. Ah, so cute. All wire from JM, seed beads from my stash. I hope you like him. I would like them both. They're gorgeous.
So beautiful, and absolutely, you never cease to amaze me, Jewellery Makers, because maybe because I really struggle with wire work, but I look at that and go, wow.
I know, that's stunning, especially the 3D effect also.
Amazing. I've got number 140, which is a lovely suite of jewellery, and it comes from Chris in Suffolk. Hello to you, Chris. And she said, they say, hi everybody, please find attached this week's entry for the Wall of Fame. The gems are gold-coated hematite in a red tiger's eye. Although you can't see this very clearly on the picture, I have attached them to a chain from a gold-plated findings kit, and all components are from Jewellery Maker. Good luck to everyone this week, and that's Chris in Suffolk. Beautiful suite, and that's just going to fall effortlessly. Very 1920s.
I know,
You're number
elegance.
140.
Beautiful. And I've got number 141 with a beautiful dragonfly. I think that's really amazing. It's Helen McPhillips. Hi all at Jewellery Maker. My entry for this week's Wall of Fame is a pendant made with twisted wire. Labradorite and Labradorite cabochon. All from Jewellery Maker. Good luck to all the entries to the Wall of Fame. From
Love
Helen
it.
in Cornwall.
Love it. Flora
Really
and fauna
nice.
inspiration
Love
we
it.
absolutely adore. And I've got one, oh gosh, very talented wire worker here,
wow,
number
that is stunning.
142, and it's Emma Darby. Hello to you, Emma. She says, good morning to all at JM. Haven't sent anything into the Wall of Fame for a while. Kind of lost my mojo. Really? But think it might be on its way back. Here's my new makes for this weekend. 3 labradorite pendants using cabochons and wire from JM. Fingers crossed for a win, as I really need some more wire. That's Emma Darby. Love, or Emma in Derby. I think it is Emma in Derby. Wonderful. Beautiful work. Yeah, you definitely
have the
haven't lost
mojo.
your mojo at all. Stunning.
Right, I've got some beautiful clay, polymer clay, 143. This is my entry for the Wall of Fame. A pair of earrings made from my first attempt at kaleidoscope cane using Kato polymer clay. Everything purchased from JM. Really enjoying experimenting with the clay. Could play with it all day. Good luck to everyone this week. Lots of love. Tracy from Harrogate.
Oh, Tracy, in beautiful.
Very happy earrings,
Yeah,
aren't they?
in beautiful Harrogate as well.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this, some wonderful chainmail. 144. It comes from Lindsay Meller. Hello to you, Lindsay. And she says, hi to all at JM Towers. This is my entry for this week, my chainmail watch. Inspired by the talented Fleur. I am hooked to chainmail and I've never done it before. I watched JM. I love wearing this piece as it's very comfortable. I've forgotten the name of the weave though, sorry. Everything is bought from JM. So good luck to everyone, but me more so I can buy lots more. And that's Lindsay with lots of kisses. Lindsay.
That's beautiful. I'd wear that too.
I would as well. Beautiful. I can't remember the name of the weave either. Fleur's probably screaming at the screens right now, but it's beautiful. You're 144.
I've got 145 with a beautiful pearl cross. Morning, everyone. Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. Thought I would keep it simple and elegant this time, so I have made this rice pearl and gold fines cross for my mum for Mother's Day. All beads and materials are from JM, of course. Had real fun making this, and the challenge was to get the cross part right. Hope you like it, and thank you all for the wonderful fun chat, and above all the fabulous bargains, and thank you all for your extremely hard work you all do to bring these wonderful channels to our screens. All the very best of luck to all who enter, especially me, as I would love to have a real good shopping spree for JM goodies.
Wonderful, Andrew. Right, last but by no means least, before your draw, drum roll please. I've got number 146 and I love the trapezoids. I love a trapezoid and it comes from Ali. Hello to you, Ali. And she says, hi all at JM. Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's a choker length necklace and bracelet set I made from red crackle quartz and silver plated copper findings, all from Jewellery Maker. Loving the shows and good luck to all the entrants. And that's love, Ali. Wonderful. Congratulations to every single one of you. Now it's time where we can crown this week's winner and runner-up. What does that mean? Well, our runner-up will get £50 credit to their Jewellery Maker account to spend, and the winner will actually get £100 credit to their Jewellery Maker account. Now, with our very high-tech gadget tool, kind of like an old school tombola, which is kind of stuck together as well a little bit by sticky tape. Our wonderful Nadia is about to, are you ready? Close your eyes.
Ready, okay.
Close your eyes to dip your hand, I'll give it another spin, and win our, choose our runner-up. Ready?
All right.
No
okay.
peeking.
Right, I'm not looking. I can't get in there. Right, so I'm just going to pull one out, and the runner-up is number 46.
Number 46.
That is Gillian in West Yorkshire.
Gillian in West Yorkshire.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, you are this week's runner-up. Now, are we ready? Are we ready? You do the spinning.
Wait. High-tech, it's too high-tech for me.
I know, it's very high-tech, I know. Okay,
There you go.
I have number 123.
And that is Lynn Booth.
Lynn Booth, you are this week's winner to the Wall of Fame. Well done. Keep those entries coming in, see? It doesn't do any harm, nothing but good for everybody concerned. Now, more to bring you. Thank you, my darling. Thank you so much. Lots to bring you. I've got an hour and 40 minutes to bring them to you as well, so I'm going to step this way because we've still got, I'm surrounded, so much so. I'm struggling to squeeze in here, Rob, and I am growing. Okay. Okay. Sandwich myself back in. Oh, these are lovely, aren't they? Oh, these were the citrine, sorry, the peridot that we saw earlier on. Would be absolutely amazing. In fact, we've got more peridot coming up. Oh, these are a unique cut. Look, they're little saucers. They're almost bordering on sort of concave, where the actual exterior surfaces of the actual rondelles or saucers have got loads and loads and loads of micro facets, which bring you loads of brilliance, don't they?
I haven't seen those before either.
No, a really unique colour and unique play of colour, I want to say, almost, just because of the performance of light internally. Wow, that's incredible. They are different, Rob. You're absolutely right to say that. 58 carats that you've got here. How about these with some spinel, Rob says? Yeah, that would be lovely. You like bumblebees? See, now, see, I can't take the mickey out of you because I wouldn't, because I like bumblebees too. But when I said I like daffodils, you took the mickey out of me. £7.95 only, so cheerful. Yeah, with peridot, I think these would be incredible. With your baby blues, they'd be absolutely amazing. Maybe, in fact, is this the peridot that you were talking about, Rob? This is the peridot that's coming up a little bit later on. Wow, wow, wow. We'll bring it up next, actually. That would be incredible. How about some baby pinks in there? So really epitomise spring and summer. And if we can, we've got some baby blues. Have we got any baby blues? Yeah, we certainly have. I've got chalcedony. If I can actually get this bit of plastic off it. There we go. There we go. There we go. Look. Is that not perfect? What a combination of colour that is. Well done. Stay where you are on those phone lines for that. Should we go straight to the peridot? Now, peridot is a gemstone which doesn't form in large sizes generally. So to get individual solitaires, and I am going to call them solitaires because they are in my opinion, like this, of this size, of this quality, is astonishing. Generally, peridot is a gemstone which forms in almost granules, shall we say. These go right the way up to 9 by 5 millimetres, which is actually well above the average calibration of most solitaires. 7 by 5 you'd be pushed to get hold of in many retailers. But these are all actually double stacked onto the strand as well. So again, how many times have you seen peridot from jewellers on the high street, which are commissioned usually in gold rather than in your sterling silver, at much smaller sizes at 3-figured price tags. Now, ultimate deals coming up, totally natural, idiochromatic gemstone, which generally is in tiny gemstones, as in sizes, rather than the big 9 by 5s that you're seeing here, coming in at £12.95. So certainly some of the most affordable for some of the most bigger, some of the biggest rather, peridots that we actually have within our entire vault, but also beautifully uniformed in that natural colour, the very definition of spring and summer. But it also has an ability, even under subdued lighting, whether it be winter months or autumn months, in candlelight, moonlight, whatever light source, it continues to dazzle and glow. It hit me once when I'd gifted a friend of mine a peridot once, and we were out to dinner and she wore it that night and I couldn't take my eyes off it just because it was really flickering in the actual candlelight itself, way beyond than any other diamond. £12.95 only. Do check out as soon as you possibly can, and do stay where you are on those phone lines. Hello to you, Noala. What a lovely name, Noala in Derbyshire. Belinda, you're with me. Janice, Margaret, Jackie, Natalie, West Midlands, new buyers, you're there as well. Gorgeous colour, and the fact that they are those big pairs, the pear shapes as well, you can really see the internal quality of these. Now, some people would think, you know, if you've ever noticed that there's a black mark within a peridot, many actually look for that. Do you know why? Because if there are black inclusions, they can sometimes be diamonds. I call peridot diamond's buddy. It's diamond's best pal, because they almost hold each other's hands as they elevate themselves to the surface, if you like, pushed up by kimberlite pipes, but very seldom in this size. Well done. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Diamond's buddy, diamond's pal. Moving on, because we're going to bring you... Oh, I didn't see the carving on them. Here we go. No, gorgeous. These are lovely because they're carved 360 degrees all the way around. These are red carved agate. You see that? Who had a bouquet of red roses on Valentine's Day?
Not me.
Did you not?
No.
Well,
That's okay. I got a nice cup of coffee, which was really nice.
Well,
So,
listen, I do actually normally say that Valentine's Day is the one day not to buy me flowers, because, mind you, lots of supermarkets are competing now, aren't they? But I think it's ridiculous spending 50 quid on a bunch of flowers when the following day they're going to be back to 20. I do think it's ridiculous. Anyway, don't need to remind you of that perfect bouquet of lovely red roses.
I love the carving on them, so detailed.
Yeah, and it's 360 degrees. It's not just one surface, it's all the way around. So you're always going to have that wonderful sculpting. $6.95. Wow, 10mm plain rounds. I just take one of those and use it as a signature gemstone in the heart of a piece, maybe off to the bias, or even as your trademark. Every single one of these gems have been hand carved as well. Please don't think that this is something that's been cast. It hasn't. We can't cast gemstones to create these wonderful shapes. It has to be kind of etched individually. That's the best way of me describing it, is actually etching into the gemstone and creating those wonderful curves. Stay where you are. I'm going to move quite quickly this hour because, again, I've got loads to bring you before I leave the studio. Moving on to, Praserite. I haven't seen Praserite in ages. They're wonderful because Praserite, as a green gemstone, there's lots of greens, aren't there? We've got emeralds, you've just seen peridot, you've got your chrome dioxide, you've got your green onyx, and go on and on and on. But Praserite is very liquid-like. It's almost, if you can imagine putting a couple of droplets of green colouring into a glass of water and then freezing it, that's the best way of me describing Praserite as a gemstone in terms of its actual appearance. When you've got quality like this, crystal clear clarity, and almost dewy-like drops. I don't get to bring it to you very often. Some of the rarest amethyst in the world is Praserite. It can be found in not just the purples, pinks, lilac tones, and also these beautiful greens, also known as Praserite. It's a beautiful, dewy clarity that you've got here. Straight down, 90 carats. Wow, super affordable. Again, bring that lemon quartz back. This would be amazing with the lemon quartz. $9.95 only. It would be very fresh. Yes, lemon and lime, very zesty, very uplifting, very cheerful. We've been talking about spring. I think we're only a few days now. We're a matter of days, aren't we? We're on the days countdown now. Less than a month, certainly, until spring actually appears. And this is the kind of gemstone which I love to see glistening in the spring sunshine. 0800 644 655 is the free phone telephone number to call. Press your option 1 to speak to our incredible contact centre. And if you are with us on the web, make sure you do check out. This is the only Praserite that we have available throughout the entirety of the show. That's it. Well done. Do stay where you are on those phone lines. Now, okay, is it? Now, I'm down to the final few star buy opportunities before I vacate. I'm going to be with you now until 2 o'clock and the lovely Zena steps into the studios. But glistening and gleaming, this gemstone which looks like wonderful burning hot embers or tiny flecks of encased gold. It is, of course, your sunstone. Now, brand new opportunity of beautifully natural sunstone. Sunstone is a phenomena gem, meaning like your moonstone, like your labradorite, this gemstone brings you an optical effect, but I think it's one of the most distinctive. Because if you look at a sunstone and if you imagine, if we eradicated all your knowledge of gemstones and you can picture yourself seeing it for the very first time, you'd kind of think there was gold encased into this wonderful creation. Because as you look into the heart of the gemstone, it almost layers itself up. Now, earlier on in the show, I was talking to you about Serenite, which was launched in 2014. I had the privilege and honour of launching it on what was our USA channel, and without shadow of a doubt is one of the talks of the gemstones of the moment right now. And that has a copper presence. Now, I'm not saying that sunstone is similar to that in terms of its copper presence, but it almost has that characteristic. The tiny copper platelets in a serenite reflect and play with the light, capture them almost to bring you that wonderful phenomena. And the same applies when it comes to your sunstone. But this is brand new, and these are some of the biggest. I love the simplicity of the shape, because when you've got sunstone, which is so simply faceted or polished, you can really see the detailing inside. The best way that I can describe what a sunstone aspires to be is to have flecks of almost glitter-like inclusions, almost golden leaf suspended within the surfaces and surface and the internal being of the gemstone as well. Flashes of reds and golds and silvers, and the more prominent they are, the more valuable they are. That's ultimately what we look for. This is a 17-centimetre strand of some of the biggest individual nuggets, but I love the fact they have been polished, so you can really appreciate the transparency, the clarity, which you do need in sunstone to see that adolescence. Now, I know our graphics say nuggets, but absolutely, Rob was saying to me, they're not really nuggets, are they? They're quite an organic and simple shape, but they've definitely been polished so you can appreciate all of the above, all of the positives. Now, we should be $29.95, but we are not staying there. We are going so much lower, taking a full £10 off, back in your pocket, $19.95. An absolute steal of an introductory saving for a brand new strand there of one of the most visual phenomenal gemstones on the planet. Type of the feldspar, so again your serenite, or the connections that I was making, it is the same gemstone family, and it is that incredible flashes of gold and coppery tones which make those similarities so distinctive. Sorry, what was that, Rob? Should I hold it out for you? Yeah, absolutely. So hold it out so you can really see. Oh gosh, yes, I'm glad you asked me to do that. Look. You can actually see the light coming through. There's a blush within sunstone of this quality.
I think that green peridot, the faceted peridot we had earlier, and the rondelles would look nice in between.
That would look. So you're thinking peridots?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Incredible. I've got to move on because, again, we are running out of time. Moving on to... Oh, I've not seen this before. Brand new. That's why I've not seen it before. 1 metre length. Matte antique copper, and it's aluminium, so it's lighter weight, but yet very strong, obviously. And a really contemporary style chain. Now, it's what we call a curb chain, so it's quite flat. It's quite a flat link, so it'll lay beautifully across the décolletage or around the wrist line, whichever it might be, but also quite substantial. 4 by 3 millimetres. The links itself are quite open. Go amazing with the kit that you had earlier on the gents' jewellery.
They look great, just as a connector thing in between.
Yeah.
You could use that as your finding, just to lengthen it up a bit.
I'd love to see this just in maybe, who loves making body chains or anklets and things like that? This would be incredible for that, because it is that slightly bigger size. I mean, I've done it. I've bought anklets before. I love an anklet, especially in the summer. And you buy them which is slightly more delicate than this, and then you catch them on your shoes or something, and then of course they break. So this is something which is a little bit more substantial and also is going to get noticed that little bit more. Brand new. How about £4.95 for 1 metre of your antique copper aluminium chain, and like I said, it is a curb, so it'll lay nicely against the décolletage, but at the same time can easily be adjusted into a charm bracelet. Loads of web bidders there. Len, hello to you. Tracy, Janet, Jackie, Diane, Nicole, hello to you over in sunny Florida. Got lots of you with it still in your basket. Again, you need to check out, and all our telephone bidders, you will be answered, I assure you of that. It's a busy morning. I mean, 1 metre of chain goes a long way.
Oh, you can do a lot with that, yeah. Especially bracelets, you get at least 3 out of that, I think.
At least?
Yeah.
Well, I've got it wrapped over 4 times right now. Yeah, and that's at least 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah, it's being generous as well.
I'm being quite generous, yeah, with the bracelets itself, because obviously I'm holding on to some from the underside. Yeah, at least 4 bracelets there. And if you think an 18-inch, which is probably the standard length, which is about 46 centimetres, well, that's at least 2 neckline pieces at that standard length. Loads of you there, lots of you choosing 2 multi-buy, but it's more of a rustic antique colour, which I absolutely love. So if you like the softer tones, maybe not such a buttery yellow, then this is a nice go-between, isn't it? Between your silvers and also your yellow golds as well. Kind of a certain element of the actual actual pinks coming through. Are we over allocated, did you say? Now over allocated, so please do check out. If you're on the telephone lines, don't abandon those calls, because you might be the next to say to be spoken to. When I say over allocated, it's basically more people showing interest than we've actually got. Like Caroline, Jill, Diane and Nicole, if it's not checked out, my darlings, you might miss out. I'm awfully sorry about that. Sheila, you've done it. Sorry, you've done it. Sue, you've done it. Noreen, Angus, you've done it. Well done. Diana's done it. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Absolutely amazing. Can I bring you one of my favourite strands? It was our Debbie Bulford that showed me the one day. She was like, Elle, look at chalcedony on the neckline and then look at it against a black bust and look how the colour completely shifts. Chalcedony, again, can really hold on to beautiful amounts of colour, particularly this aqua blue, very Hollywood. Eva Longoria was pictured wearing chalcedony. I think I've seen... Who is she? I've just gone blank. I think it was Sandra Bullock as well. So many different Hollywood A-listers wearing chalcedony. And if you actually look at the price tags of chalcedony designer jewellery, then you'll see very, very, very much considered. Ultimately, this is that colour which makes it some of the most sought after. Now, it can be fuchsia pink, it can be yellow, it can be green, it can be orange, all sorts. But the blue is most definitely my favourite. Just one of those suspended on a wonderful neckline piece. 240 carats in total. Should be £24.95. How it's going where? Pardon? £14.95. We're not in clearance anymore. I sounded like Dorothy then. But Rob, we're not in Kansas anymore. We're not in clearance anymore. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. £1.49 each.
Make some really nice statement pieces.
Oh, they're beautiful, aren't they? And I love the fact that they are big enough as well, or rather, small is not the word that I would use, but they're a size where you could wear them as earrings as well.
Oh yes, big drop earring, just a single one on either ear.
And they'd just look incredible, wouldn't they? Can you imagine them grabbing attention?
Oh, absolutely, and especially you always recognise chalcedony, or chalcedony, I don't really know how to say it, because of the smokiness.
Yeah.
I really like the sort of
it's quite sleepy, isn't
colour.
it?
Yeah,
it's a semi-translucent gemstone. It kind of dream-like, I suppose, yeah. And physically, cool to the touch. If you ever notice that if you pick up a chalcedony gemstone and it's quite cold, that's the actual gem itself. So physically, you can feel that coolness. Absolutely amazing. £1.49 only. Fabulous, aren't they? You can't go wrong. No, absolutely. Rob and I are thinking. Rob's just said to me, "Well, Elle, we've brought chalcedony at sort of £29.95, and that's already an amazing deal." I did price comparisons on chalcedony. I think it was with one of the launches that I did with Rob, and I was looking at individual. Just take one of those, for example, in sterling silver, hundreds of pounds. We had messages coming into the studio actually about chalcedony. I think it was the aqua chalcedony that we were launching at the time. Can you remember, Rob? And we had messages coming into the studio, and they were saying, "Elle, I'm looking at £60, £70. I was like, "It's good. It's a good price. It's a genuine gemstone, sterling silver. Of course it's going to command prices like that." Without shadow of a doubt, a very, very, very high-end and designer gemstone. Absolutely beautiful. Leave that there because I've got to move on. More to bring you. And time is racing. Okay. Now, who would love to wear a solid gold, big, high gram weight of precious metal around the neckline? Who'd love that? I would. Who hasn't got the budget currently? Rob has just said, or ever, to be honest, because this would be a lot of budget. Never say never, Rob. I do believe dreams are a good thing. I never thought I'd own the jewellery collection that I have right now. Never did. But this isn't just rare with your gold, this is rare with your genuine gemstones. These are golden quartz nuggets. Do you see what I mean? That could be an 18-carat gold necklace and nobody would question it. Nobody would, but it's still rare, it's still valuable, of course. It's such a designer look, and this is all I would do with it. To me, these are like stalagmites and stalactites of gemstones. You can create structure, you can suspend them, you can elevate them. Fabulous in tiaras, or day at the races, or for your prom pieces of jewellery, or for your bridal jewellery, for your everyday wear. And they're going to sell out at $5.95. That's absurd. What would you do? I've got 69 of these in stock, so it's not many. What would you do with these, Nadia? Because I'm thinking straight away they could cross so many different designs.
I really like popping just a smaller bead in between and stringing them up, just like that piece that's shown here. I really like that sort of design where you have just a smaller bead in between.
Yeah.
And just show them in a string.
Love it.
Yeah, around the neckline. Can you imagine how nice that would look on a real nice tan when you're on a holiday?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, anybody that's got lovely golden skin would look amazing with this, wouldn't it? So beautiful. That's working out at less than 2 pence per carat of genuine gemstone. I always think that this is like, to me, like a London skyline, where you've actually kind of got the shard. You've got. Gosh, I've gone completely blank of my London skyline now, St Paul's Cathedral and everything like that. So you can see all of the different skyscrapers and everything. So you can elevate these as well. Perfect for tiaras, because they are actually top drilled. Right the way up to 37 by 15 millimetres, and just £5.95 for the one strand. Look at the play of light across the surface of them, and they are golden coated quartz. So great for just one of them wrapped in a perfect solitaire ring. You could create a very high-end suite of jewellery here. Gosh, it's super busy this afternoon. So nice to have your company. I hope you've had a lovely day so far. Should we make it even better? Should we make it even better with even more deals? How about with some moonstone for the first time today? Oh my goodness, Rob, have you seen the amount of adolescence that comes through? Oh, it is a goodie. Before I show you, what is the difference between a moonstone and a rainbow moonstone? If you've answered the question, fantastic, and you know, brilliant. Moonstone is a gemstone which produces what we call a phenomenal effect, adolescence or schiller. So it's like a bluish adolescence. Rainbow moonstone, if you like, is creme de la creme. It's the best possible quality, because it doesn't just produce that one bluish colour, it produces all colours of the spectrum, hence the rainbow. So you'll see reds, yellows, oranges, blues, greens. Oh my goodness, you've got all of those here. This is like a quad A to a tanzanite, like a D to a diamond. In terms of rainbow moonstone, that's what basically it means. It's not just that one spectrum of colour, you get all of them. 88 carats. You can see it from camera one. Look at the greens there. Can you see also the reds? That's the difference between a moonstone and a rainbow moonstone. The fact that you've got the full spectrum of colours, and that's exceedingly rare. I'm lucky enough to see a regular amount of this beautiful gemstone, given the fact that we are one of the largest gemstone buyers in the industry. And yet, even I can't say that I see rainbow moonstone, which is of that incredible quality. And if you're just focusing on one thing, oh, well, it's only one L in a strand. No, you get it across the entirety of the strand. It's just the position. It's just the positioning of the board that I have right now and where the lights are here in the studio. If you imagine this around your décolletage and you actually moving, maybe from left to right, whichever way it might be, that phenomenal effect is going to show across every single one of these beautiful pairs. Should be £39.95, full £10 back in your pocket, totally and utterly natural. $29.95. And do you know what, Nadia? I think of your moonstone earrings when I see this.
They're beautiful. I think I bought a strand from here as well. I made those with that. Yeah, I like the cascading style.
Yeah, and because the earrings that you designed, which are they're like a waterfall design, aren't they?
Just to show off that colour.
Yeah. And they do show off all of the different colour spectrums. I mean, this is incredible quality. Again, just look to the left and the right hand side of the screen. I mean, every single one of those beautiful gems solitaires are showing not just the bluish tones, fabulous quality. I'm really delighted to be able to bring this to you, because if you're looking for the ultimate in gemstones and you're looking for the ultimate in moonstone in particular, which is just so recognisable and quite distinctive, isn't it, then this is the chance to get some of the pinnacle quality, because you do see the full rainbow. It is quite like that, you know. How often do we see a rainbow in our skies, firstly? Isn't it that nice feeling when you do?
After a good rain.
Yeah, after a good rain, and then the sunlight starts bursting through the clouds itself, and then you start seeing these gorgeous colours. It's like that rainbow has been trapped by Mother Nature within. Fabulous. Greens, yellows, it's all there, pinks. Absolutely amazing. I'm holding a completely separate area of the strand now as well. And if I moved along, I know that you're going to see that incredible, incredible rainbow adolescence again. Look, see? Absolutely amazing. Well done, got to move on. You've done it, you've done it, you've done it. Ha ha ha. Yeah, thick. Whenever I see a strand of this length, I have to reveal it like this. Just because it keeps on going, doesn't it? But then I say this is double-stranded ruby in your top drilled pairs. 225 carats. The average carat weight of a ruby is 2 carats. Well above that in many of these beautiful solitaires across the entirety of the strand. Well and truly above that. And it's totally and utterly natural. Double stacked, beautiful burgundy reds here, and going right the way up to your 12 by 8 millimeters. Absolutely exceptional. The king of gemstones, so recognised and distinct. $44.95 is where we should be, Rob is saying. Really? Lowest ever price coming your way. Grab it as soon as you possibly can. Again, full £10 back in your pocket. We're not in clearance now, Rob. We're not. $34.95. Hey, listen, don't you worry. I'm not telling him off. I think these are great deals. I'm overjoyed that he's bringing you these incredible deals. But is it limited, last in stock? Yeah, I thought so. There was only a few of these available, so first come, first serve. One of the longest strands of ruby that we actually have available, certainly at this price tag, and it not actually be your nuggets. I mean, I can bring you, I think they're 88 centimetre strands of ruby on in the rough nuggets, but not faceted like this, and it also be totally and utterly natural. This kind of looks, I look at this and kind of think, oh, it's more like Indian ruby, because it has got a really strong intensity of colour. Again, loads of you with us. July's birthstone. It's only just dawned on me that the baby's going to be a July birthstone baby. Well, unless she comes early or late, of course. So maybe wait until she's born. I'm hoping that she's... Well, we were talking about this earlier, actually, because Chloe was saying, Elle, when are you planning on going on maternity? Well, I was like, I'm going to try and stay right until as close to the due date as possible. And Ryan was like that, oh, God, don't go into labour on air. Panic. Panic. Okay, moving on to... oh, yes. Sorry, it's because there's so much here, Rob. It's taken me a while to source and find everything. Pastel hues. It's a very Rose de France. I think Rose de France is one of the most poetic sounding of gemstones. Totally and utterly natural. And we've called them lavender. And that's fine. Specifically with your Rose de France amethyst, it is the rarest in the world, because you actually have just less than 5%. 5% of the world's amethyst is Rose de France colour, and it has to be very specifically between 3 and 4 on the GIA tone scale. Now these are faceted, 12mm round, so beautiful sizes as well, of that very delicate, wonderful pastel colour, poetic by sound, and absolutely beautiful in appearance. Super busy. Should be £13.95 for 12mm rounds. Can I just let you into, well, not a secret, but my goodness, £8.95, wow. The first coloured gemstone that I bought myself, going back, gosh, at least 10 years ago. Yeah, it was an 18 karat gold, and yes, it had diamonds, but I saved up and saved up and saved up almost a year, in actual fact. It cost me £800. £800. It was a Rose de France amethyst and diamonds. And it's no different to the colour that what you're looking at right now. I'm not saying that's what this would be valued at, and that was actually a staff cost, but just to say just how expensive this gemstone can actually be. £8.95 only. Well done, everybody. Lovely to have your company this afternoon. 350 carats, and it's totally natural. Got to move on. Again, got more to bring you. Lapis lazuli. Oh, these are beautiful. Now, these are more of a considered purchase, given the fact that these are so sizable, but also totally and utterly natural, not dyed at all, which is very unusual when you get lapis lazuli, which has got that intensity of blue. Usually it's been impregnated somewhat with a dye. 235 carats here from the original location of source, which in a conversation I had with a gentleman called Yanni, who is an infamous gem hunter, he actually told me, he's like, El, I'm going, he was actually saying he was off to Afghanistan. I don't know whether he did or not, but he said the reason for that was because he said, I'm in need of lapis lazuli, natural lapis lazuli from the original location, because it is currently fetching $750 per carat. Now, I don't know if that price comparison, that price point is what it is right now in the trade. However, that's what Yanni said, and he is without shadow of a doubt one of the most influential gem hunters on this entire planet. Now, yeah, it is more of a considered purchase. Yes, you have got those lovely flashes of gold across the surface of the gemstone, all beautifully faceted. Should be £29. What? We should be £29.95. I thought you said this was going to be more considered, Rob. That's not considered. That's definitely not considered. Do you agree with me? Rob said to me in my ear, this is going to be more of a considered purchase. I was expecting £50–60, to be honest. For natural lapis lazuli of this sheer size, that's where I was expecting this to be closing at. Certainly nowhere near £20. Were you, Nadia?
Absolutely not, no. That's a really good price.
Oh, did you get the lapis lazuli pillows earlier on in the show? They'd be amazing with those. Did you get hold of that new aluminium chain? Again, this look incredible there. This was some sterling silver. To be honest, the quality means that it should be having your precious metals in my eyes. With the flashes of those star-like inclusions from the pyrite. Well done. Do stay where you are on those phone lines. I'm just going to do a couple of recaps as we are coming to the end of the show, although I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be joined by the gorgeous Gemma Crow. Okay, recapping. For the first time ever, to our recollection, we've ever brought you this gemstone. This is a gemstone which has got so much myth and legend behind it. It's a fabulous gemstone for a story behind it as well. And whatever your beliefs be, this gemstone is incredibly visual. It's a type of jasper, and your bloodstone is, in main body colour, actually is kind of like a bluish green, and then it has very intense visual flashes of red coming through. Flashes of reds coming through. Now, we only had 72, and 3/4 of the stock has already gone. 3/4 of the stock already is gone. Showing you all the different types of your beautiful, beautiful bloodstone. This is a gemstone. Look how it looks like a galaxy there. Totally opaque for £24.95. Wonderful. Absolutely. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Moving on, recapping. Gorgeous emerald strand that we launched, gosh, what, an hour and a half ago? Now, yes, this is more of a considered purchase. but it's totally and utterly natural, and what you're actually looking at is, without shadow of a doubt, a price point which is giving you way beyond Jewellery Maker savings. Our target price was considerably higher than this. I was talking about the fact that it has got a really Colombian emerald sort of vivacity and energy. You've got that internal glow as a type 3 gemstone. It's not about the internal inclusions. That doesn't necessarily deter the value. It's all about the consistency and energy of those colours. Stay where you are on those phone lines if you want to get hold of this, because we don't have that many. Now, it's been an absolute joy and privilege to be joined by this wonderful lady, Nadia. Thank you so much for your company this morning.
It's lovely to be here.
And when are you back with us next?
On the 27th.
27th.
Yes, in the
I
morning
don't
show.
know if that's with me or not. I'll have a little
think
look.
it might be,
I'll
but
have a
I'm
little
not
look. We're all fighting over Nadia, basically.
Aw.
And Nadia, so when are you filming your DVD?
Well, I'm sure it is in the pipeline.
Yeah, sorry. That's a little bit of a joke, because obviously I keep nagging her about this DVD. I'm not alone though. I'm doing it for you. Now, loads of people messaging in saying they're really looking forward to your workshop as well.
No.
So if you want to get involved, are there any spaces left?
The last time I checked, there were 6.
Okay,
I haven't
so have a
checked
little look
today, so-
online. There might be spaces, or alternatively speak to our contact centre, and they can get you booked on if you fancy learning how to micro macrame with the lovely Nadia, and we can pop in and say hello to you as well. Don't go anywhere though, because I'm not. I'm going to be here for the next hour. We've got more opportunities to bring you before the lovely Zena steps up. But guess what? I'm ruined today. I'm absolutely spoilt rotten. Because first of all, I have Nadia. No, not you, Phil. Not you, although I do like you as well. But I've got the lovely Gemma Crow coming up as well, so do stay tuned. She's here after this.
There are 2 easy ways you can purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat, and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the homepage. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget, you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker. There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker by liking our Facebook page and join over 55,000 like-minded people.
Oh, I tell you what, if ever you were thinking, are they live at JM? Absolutely they are. Not only do I come out with some wonderful on-air faux pas, completely by accident, of course, but also the fact that my guest designer, who I've just given a grand introduction to, is not even ready to come on air as of yet. Just can't get the staff, I tell you what. It's a good job we love her, isn't it? Here she is. It's a good job we love you, Gemma Crow.
Oh, I'm glad you do. Sorry. I was too busy chatting to put my microphone on.
That's all right. You were sorting yourself out. Hello, gorgeous. How are you doing? Mwah.
I'm good, thank you.
I'm spoilt this month. I've had you twice, haven't I?
I know, you are lucky.
Twice. And it was. I hadn't seen you for literally years before that.
I know.
I mean,
we thanked last time. We have to thank Zena today, don't we?
You what?
We have to thank Zena today, don't we?
Yes.
I get you for an extra hour.
You do. You do.
Carol for an extra hour last week.
Now me.
And now I got you for an extra.
And you've got, yeah, win, win, win. And we love our Gemma. Now, Phil, who's producing me now, I've also, gosh, I'm getting ever so confused on my producers. No, Kim's my usual producer. Rob produced me this morning, and now I've got Phil. It's good. It's a good job I'm flexible. Really, is that what you're saying now, Phil? It's getting better. Getting better progressively with the producers. I'll tell you what is exciting though, what we've got coming up in today's kit's very, very, very exciting. And it's starting with, it's in 3 different components. Now, I actually, my words, I was like, oh, what's that?
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? What's that?
Yeah, that was, yeah, I did that.
Did you know that these were coming to you?
Well, I saw it, but the description doesn't really match what it looks like. So I was really surprised, pleasantly surprised when I got it.
It's really, really aesthetically pleasing.
Oh,
and I've never seen anything like it before. Is this one of our new launches with the media? You are getting both of these as well. It's your lattice metal ribbon. And I can't stress just, I mean, it's not a fabric, obviously, it is metal, hence the graphics, but you can really create those shapes and structures within. I'm sure Gemma will be demonstrating way, way, way better than I. So you've got like an Aztec design here, and then you've got a real high embellished design, like a vintage frame, a bit more European, I suppose. There's sort of scrolls and swathes. Love it. What are the lengths of these that you're actually getting? It's 25 millimeters in terms of its width. Oops. Oh gosh, right, keep it, maybe attach something to keep it all secure. Not that it's going to fray or anything like that, I suppose.
Fray, just springy.
Just springy. There's only 100 of these available. Phil is saying, right, are you giving me a jolly on because there's loads of people on the phone lines? Yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I've got 4 foot on each of those, so you get an 8 foot in total in the 2 different designs. We've got 100 available opportunities. For the first part, are you kidding me? $25.90?
Is that what they are? Wow.
That's what they should be, apparently.
Oh, okay.
£10 each. I was expecting this to be sort of a £40, £50 product, to be honest.
I did expect a lot more, just because it's really substantial.
And it's really flexible, but it's also really structural, I suppose, would be the word. Can you see that width?
Versatile as well. I mean,
yeah.
There's so much we can do with it. It's lovely, and you get something new, because you do one thing and then you think, oh, but if I had this, I would do this with it, and if I had that, so you know it's going to be...
Yeah.
It's going to work with so many things.
We don't actually have to get the millimetres in terms of its width, but I'm looking at that thinking it's at least 1 millimetre.
Yeah.
At least, so it's really substantial. I mean, you could just make a cuff bracelet like so. In the terms of the kit, we've got copper coming up as well, which you've actually sort of lined and adorned a cuff bangle with. You've used this with fabric as well, backed it up onto fabric. Yeah. I was thinking this would look amazing with leather and your suede as well. Yeah. Well, that's my favourite, the one I'm holding. Which one's yours?
Yeah. Oh.
This one?
Well, it depends what you're trying to do. I love that one. I love the fact that you can cut the individual components out.
That's true.
Use it whole, so
it's kind of like a Baroque style, isn't it?
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
It's called Harati, apparently. And this is called what? Baccara. I've got no idea what that means, but it doesn't really matter. Anybody that does, feel free to message in. It might just be the name of the actual pattern itself. And yeah, you can cut this down, and if you hold out 4 feet, it's a long length when it comes to jewellery making as well. Yeah. It's going to go on and on and on. Harati is a place in Afghanistan. So which one's the Harati? The zigzag. Okay. This one's the Harati. The Bukhara is a place in Uzbekistan. Well, why didn't we know that?
Oh, well, I don't know, but I thought it was the Greek key.
I thought it was as well. Oh, see, you thought Greek. I was thinking
yeah.
Aztecs.
Yeah, no, definitely Greek.
Either or. I think you could probably inspire it to be either one of those designs. Still loads of you coming in. We've got exactly 100 of these available. I'm going to go as far as saying this is actually a soft launch. What we mean by that here is we'll bring a smaller quantity in, and then maybe we'll actually bring in a second quantity. It's never guaranteed. I don't know. I really hope so, because I think this would be a fantastic way of creating sort of tiaras and various different. I mean, you were saying that you were inspired to do loads.
Yeah, I mean, there's loads. I work with leather and clay, and I mean, resins. It would be amazing. There's so much. I'd like to have play with it across all the mediums.
All the different mediums.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you don't think it would work with?
I think you need to back it with something. I don't think you can use it on its own. So I'd say, you do want something for it to go on to, like a leather or like your bare copper, or even the ready-made collars. If you don't like working with, or if you've not worked with bare copper sheet before, or leather, the ready-made collars that we do just to embellish, or even onto your fabrics.
Absolutely, and I've literally just wrapped that over one of our protective boards here, and I totally agree with you. You could use these with all sorts of fabric as well, couldn't you?
Yeah, you can, or even upcycling old things like picture frames or nice books to make gorgeous spines on books, for decorative.
Yeah, it's a really good idea actually. Your interior design as well, napkin rings or something like that would look absolutely lovely. £20 only for 8 foot in total of your Bukhara and Harati rather, and there's that other one. Let me just hold that if I can, as best I possibly can. There we go. Gorgeous different structural designs. It's bound to be, it's inevitably going to be a sellout, isn't it? At £10 each for both of those lovely shapes. Yeah, that would be really nice as maybe curtain ties as well, wouldn't they? Stay where you are on those phone lines. You've done it, but good luck. We are busy. Now, I'm going to bring you the main parts of the kit, and then we're going to bring you the third part rather, of the kit, because there's so much.
There's loads of it.
Loads of copper, which I know is right up your street.
Absolutely, yeah. You can give me as much metal as you want, so I was chuffed with this bundle.
I bet you were.
Yeah.
Did you know that you were going to have something a little bit different, a little bit new?
I knew it was going to be new because I'd never seen, but when you get a description, why a ribbon, that's not what I imagined.
No, I was kind of thinking
it was mesh. Yeah, I was thinking it was a new mesh. So, yeah, I was chuffed a bit.
Yeah, I bet you were. Now,
a bit.
this is the main kit, and it is back to black. Oh, cue for a song, isn't it? Cue for a song, we won't know because I can't sing.
I can't sing.
Okay, well that's good. We'll definitely leave that one there then, shall we? Now, I'm going to start with, bear with me, because everything here, almost, is brand new. These certainly are. Now, these are your little individual connectors. They're beautiful in a copper colour. This is bare copper as well, and you're getting 50 in total. I'll just grab hold of those and just hold one out. It's kind of like a figure of 8 design, isn't it?
Yeah.
And how many are you getting? 50 in total, did you say? How easy would it be just to attach these with some bare copper jump rings and make a really nice necklace?
Very easy. I've done something similar. I went a little bit overboard with them just to experiment, but I made like a gate style bracelet with them. Perfect for it.
Oh yeah, that's an old style I haven't seen in a while, a gate bracelet. Yeah, beautiful. And that's all you need. I'm hoping guest designer Fleur is watching right now, because I think this would be right up her street. Do you agree?
She would love them, yeah, and they're lovely for putting little bits of chainmail together or just adding the links in, because they're decorative, but they do the job of a jump ring.
They really, really do. So those of you that love their chainmail, those of you like your standard beading, like to have simple pieces of jewellery, these are absolutely fabulous for you. And there's nothing stopping you creating those kind of two-tone pieces of jewellery. If you haven't got the copper colour jump rings, you could easily use these with any of the other, or simply make them as well. But we're not nearly done. I'm going to tip those out because I want you to see everything that you're getting there. But you've also got, I'm going to go for the cuff.
It's lush.
It is lush.
Lush.
I want this just as a piece of jewellery.
Just like that, yeah, it's lovely.
I would wear this just like this.
Yeah.
And do you know what I love about a cuff? Is that if I pull my sleeve up slightly, you can wear it wherever.
Yeah.
further up the arm or even up here if you wanted to.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. I'll take it off for a second just so you can
gorgeous.
actually see it. It is, again, is this your antique copper, which is hammered in terms of its texture. You can feel that fine texture, really high gloss.
It is.
So beautiful. I'll turn it round as well so you can actually see the shape. Now there's nothing stopping you punching into this, there's nothing stopping you cutting it. I think it would be a real shame too, personally, but just because it's a piece of jewellery in its own right, I personally think.
Yeah, I would quite happily wear it just like that. I have embellished it with other bits and pieces, but you know, it's
I would
lovely
wear it like that as well.
I would too, yeah. In fact, I think I did for the whole day I was working on the kit. It was the last thing I came to.
Did
I
really?
just had it on my wrist.
You had this on,
Yeah.
and it does measure because it is really substantial. It is 2 inches in its actual width itself, so very, very, very dynamic piece of jewellery and really structured and strong too. Moving on though, because we've also got 2 lots of wire to bring you. Your coppered coloured square wire. Now, square wire, personally, and I'm saying this in front of one of our wirework guest designers here, so I personally think the square wire is nicer.
Nicer than...
I like the square wire finish.
I like the square wire finish too. When you come to see the pieces in a minute, there's certain things that just look...
Professional.
Yeah, professional. And the other thing is you can get that faceted look as well if you twist it, so you can get a little bit of extra sparkle.
I was a bit
it's
nervous about
versatile.
saying that in front of you just then, but I do think it is a little bit more professional looking, especially in rings.
It looks lovely in rings, and it gives you a really nice flat band to
Yeah,
work with.
yeah.
It's great when you're weaving, using it as your base for a weave. I think all wires have got their place, so I'm
Absolutely.
not going to relegate one to first place. or
Yeah,
second.
very diplomatic.
But it's got its time and place, and when it is the right time and place for it, you can't beat it.
Yeah, 100%. I totally agree with you because I really like the contrast of the
Yeah.
circular wire as well next to the square wire. But yeah, in rings, I think that's where I was getting at really, is if you put 3 rows of the square wire together, it just looks so amazingly high end. And those angles, those wonderful right angles, do really capture and play with the light. Now you've got 3 meters of each in a 0.6 and a 0.8. Great dimensions.
Yeah,
Great
perfect.
for this kit. And I'm still not done, everybody. I'm still not done. In fact, I haven't even brought you the gemstones as of yet. Where do we even start? Now, I'm going to start with the black onyx, just because I don't see black onyx very, very often. I think you have to move that way, otherwise you're not going to see the gemstone. These are plain kites, so they're beautiful flats. They've got a lovely bezeled edge. Which means that you can really anchor onto those bezeled edges, and stunning jet black liquid luster. But like I said, you've also got more gemstones to come, including your black agate micro rounds. These are 2mm in their size, so great for accenting and embellishing. You've already used that word, Gemma.
Yeah.
And last but by no means least, now we had these carved flowers earlier on in the tiger's eye, and I think to my knowledge actually sold out. We're bringing them to you now in these beautiful black agate carved flowers. What I love is you do get the flash of monochrome running through as well every so often.
Some of them you've got the bits of white or the bits of dark, really dark brown, and they're lovely.
They
They're
are
really lovely.
incredible. I've got no idea what we're taking this kit to, but for the piece of for the cuff alone, I'd happily $39.75. I think that's an amazing deal. Plus all the new connectors that you're getting, 3 gemstone strands, 2 lots of your square wire, and as I said, your cuff today. Because you're tuning in, because you're with the lovely Gemma Crow. $24.95. I mean, I do my shopping on the high street. I go into all of those, brands. If you were to buy that one cuff in any of those establishments, you'd pay about this price tag.
Yeah, I'm going to say roughly around the £20 mark, definitely for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it probably would be even more flimsy than that.
It would. And to be honest, these connectors, the quality of jewellery that you get when you use them, and they don't look like many there, but they actually go such a long way. That, to me, is worth...
Yeah.
The piece of jewellery that I've made with that is worth that on its own, just with those connectors.
Oh, 100%.
So,
Shall we show the pieces of jewellery that our lovely Gemma has created for you whilst you're on the phone, before we bring you the third part of the kit itself? Because Gemma, I mean, you've like I said, using the ribbon, using the chain. Oh, sorry, you've incorporated some of our copper chain.
Yeah.
You've again that gate bracelet that you've made as well, with those connectors that you were just mentioning. I haven't seen a gate bracelet bracelet in ages, but they were so
really
fashionable, weren't they?
Yeah, I've been working on a few gate bracelets
When was
recently.
that, in the 90s?
It will have been, yeah, because obviously I'm too young to remember anything before that. So yeah, it was definitely the 90s.
I'm only laughing because we're the same age.
Yeah, we are.
Oh
too,
yeah, too young. I can't remember anything that went on in the 80s, not at all. Anyway, yeah, really lovely, and they've got movement to gate bracelet. I don't know why it's called a gate bracelet, to be honest. They are slinky.
Yeah.
They kind of do like the worm in terms of body popping. Again, I'm way too young to remember that as well. So yeah, and there's this cuff bracelet. I mean, what would you actually... Sorry, I'm just blocking that. Look at that. What a great necklace.
Yeah, it's gone from ultra-modern, this kit, to vintage, and then to sort of that sort of gothic, you know, Downton-y style as well. So it's lovely. This bundle, these bundles combined then, take you right from the ultra-modern and trendy right through.
It's quite Grecian.
Yeah.
Half the stock has already gone on this as well. I mean, look at that solitaire ring. Can you see? Just taken one of those. Shall I turn that round as well so you can actually see? Tilt it on the side. Let's swap that over actually on a white stand maybe. See if we can, or I can put it on. Or hold it even. So just slide that for 1 second. Here we go, just to show you. So you've just taken one of the black agate solitaires.
Yeah.
Wire wrapped it, claw set it actually.
Yeah, so that's 3 lengths of wire, brought up around your mandrel. One of those lengths, because then you'll have 6 sort of ends.
Yeah.
Wrapped around the whole, all the rest of the 5 ends. That gives you the base, and then you splay the wires out and tuck them over the gemstone. It's really, really simple. It's the combination of having the flat wire and that gemstone with those 5 ready-made
prongs,
sort of slots for your prongs.
Yeah, absolutely. This is very popular, obviously, needless to say. And again, lots of pieces of jewellery. I mean, we were talking about a gate bracelet, and some of you will probably recall what a gate bracelet was and when the fashion was. Maybe you're even wearing that right now. It's this one that we're referring to right now with all of that lovely texture. It's quite fluid, you're right to say that. But this is kind of gate bracelet stroke charm bracelet, isn't it?
Yeah,
as well?
I've added bits to it.
And goes to show just how many of those connectors that you're actually getting within this kit as well. I've never seen it before. They're a new product, new design, love it. I think they're going to cover not just your beading, but they're going to and wire working. They look amazing for your chainmail as well. Shall we bring in the next part of the kit? Because it is, like I said, in 3 parts, and we've still got designer inspiration as well. Now this is the most limited part. We've only got 30, unfortunately, and given the fact that this is hugely popular, of course they're going to fly out. Now 30 opportunities. That's it. I wish we had more. I really, really and truly do. It comes in 4 individual components, starting with your bare copper sheet. If you're wondering where Gemma got the additional copper from with her cuffs and her earrings, then it's this. Very easy to work with and very easy to cut.
It's very easy. It's really nice and fine, this one.
Yeah.
So it's our finer of our 2. We do 2 gauges, and this is the finer, and it's ready annealed as well, so it's really soft to work with.
And you can age this copper, obviously, or not. You can polish it right up if you wish to.
Yeah.
Just turn it around so you can actually, or hold it on the diameter so you can actually just see the actual dimension of it and just how flexible. Already half the stock has gone. I need to pick up the pace. I've also got all of this wire. But, the wire is 1 millimetre, and you get 10 metres of that. Then you've also got your little blanks. Well, I say little, they're not little actually. They're the stamping blanks. These are 25 millimetre in your plain rounds. Perfect for, I'm just thinking for your animals' jewellery and things like that. Your little collars.
Yeah.
They'd be amazing for those.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe a bit too beautiful for your animals' jewellery. But also, you've got all of these lovely head pins. 100 in total. There's only 2 left. We have to bring that price. What? £12.95?
Really? That's ridiculous.
I was expecting this to be about 25 quid.
I was around the 28. Yeah, I was there. Wow, that's brilliant.
I've never seen. I would have thought that would have been £12.95.
Yeah.
Copper's expensive.
Quite easily. Maybe a bit more even elsewhere.
Wow. 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 I'm a bit speechless by that. Okay, so our lovely Gemma, what is it that you're going to demonstrate for us?
Well, as we've been going back and forth, I've been slowly getting things out of my bag because I wasn't very organised.
Bless
so
you.
I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. But there's so many things I would like to show. But I thought we'd look at the ribbon a bit more because that's new and maybe you've not used that before.
Well, it's brand new, isn't it? Like, so we've never seen anything like it at all. So yeah, I think it's a really good idea.
I thought we would look at a combination of colouring, because in that bracelet that you're looking at right there, that bangle, you can see it looks slightly different to the others, where it looks slightly aged. It's a different sort of colour, and I've done a technique on there that I'd like to show you how to do, because then you can colour your designs as well. Yeah. And then the one that's directly above it now in your image is the bracelet I thought I'd show you, because that shows you cutting the copper, and also manipulating the ribbon a little bit so that it...
No, I'd not even noticed that one,
so
because there's so many pieces of jewellery. I've not even seen that. That looks incredible. So you've actually made links out of the copper itself.
Yeah, so we've just made a series of links and then...
what a great idea.
And cut the ribbon up. So we'll do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is... first, I'm going to take... This is the ribbon I've got left, by the way. I've just wrapped it up so that it didn't spring apart. So I'm not going to even break into my demonstration bundle because I've got so much left.
Okay, great.
So it's springed open. So I've got all this in the key.
After you've made all of those pieces of jewellery?
After I've made all that and had a few experiments that didn't work. So, you know, there's a few bits that obviously I've wasted or cut up to try other things. And then I've got all of this one left as well. So I'd say I've used probably I could probably make again what I've got there with what I've got left. So first I'm going to cut out some sections of this lovely pattern, and you can do that with, if you've got metal shears, brilliant, they're great for doing your big cuts, and then you can also do your smaller cuts with these. But I like to use a combination of these and my side cutter pliers.
So if you haven't got metal shears, would they work with some really good scissors?
A good pair of kitchen scissors, a pair that, remember this is like a really heavy duty foil, so it will blunt your scissors quickly. So, you know, if you can get some shears, do. I do think there's still some on the website because I did buy quite a few of them.
Phil's going to have a little look for you, see if there's any on the website, just because I don't think anybody wants to be blunting their kitchen scissors. And
no.
I'm hoping that we're going to be bringing more of this ribbon in as well, because I think it's amazing.
I can't see that we won't. I think it's going to be really popular.
Yeah, I do as well. Beautiful.
So what I've done here, as you can see, I've cut, you've got this lovely sort of floral-ish pattern, and I've cut to the edges of each. So I've got 2 in a row. And then I'm going to just quite crudely cut them first off and then neaten them up after. So we're going to cut around so that all I want left is just that inner design.
I keep thinking of a Baroque. I want to say Baroque or fleur-de-lis maybe.
Yes.
Design.
Yeah, I think you're there. I'm sure probably. Probably not allowed to say.
What?
Oh, maybe William Morris. He was a fabulous designer of wallpapers and fabrics. I think this is probably quite a traditional...
If it's factual, there's nothing wrong with you saying that at all.
Yeah.
And you're not making comparisons with jewellery, so it's absolutely fine.
No, that's okay.
There's a lot of Celtic designs and jewellers that actually use those sort of fleur-de-lis, scrolls, etc. So if you've got Celtic connections, you might be looking at this the same as I am and thinking, oh yeah, I mean, that could be... Macintosh does quite a lot of Celtic designs, and Clog Eye Gold is another one. So, yeah, I used to as well, Phil, Clog Eye Gold, yeah. It's all about these sort of embellishments and everything that comes from...
That's it, and it's very classic shapes, and, you know, V's and flowers, and they're all very classic shapes that are repeated right through history, actually, in fabrics and wallpapers and things like that. So it's very classic and timeless.
So you're just using a simple file?
So yeah, so what I've done, you can see I've cut around the edges there and just taken off and just left this, this section here. And then I'm taking a file just to file off any of those rough edges. Now, because this is fine, and I do believe it's copper-based, a copper-based product, it does file very easily. It's quite soft, so we just take off the rough edges. Now these aren't going to be against the skin anyway, they're going to be against another piece of metal, but it's still best to take off those edges. So what I do is go around the edges like so, and then just come underneath as well, so that when you come to glue it down, it's got a nice flat surface and there's no little bits holding it up. Okay, so we go in here as well. I must apologise for my flashy nails as well. I'm really sorry, just noticed.
Nothing wrong with a bit of flashy nails?
Well, I went away for the weekend and had them done nicely, and then I haven't been able to get back.
Did you have a nice time?
I did have a lovely time.
Did you go away with your lovely man?
I did.
Ah.
Yeah, I did. I got lots of inspiration. I went to the Walker Gallery in Liverpool.
Lovely.
And I saw the pre-Raphaelite exhibition, and it was fabulous.
Ah.
It was.
Isn't it lovely?
fabulous.
Oh, to be in love. I'm off to Rome this weekend.
Oh, it's not quite. Liverpool didn't quite.
Hey, Liverpool's lovely. I
It was
love
lovely.
Liverpool.
Rome.
City of
nice.
culture and everything. Yeah, but we're off to Rome.
Oh.
I'm quite looking forward to it actually being quite warm as well.
Well, he can't propose again.
No,
What's he going to do this time?
Tom proposed last weekend because he was like, I knew you were expecting Rome. I was like, I kind of was a bit.
Oh.
Well, I knew he was going to ask, yes, he did. He had mentioned, but he was like, I'm not going to tell you when. Anyway, sorry, my darling. Whilst the lovely Gemma is just filing this. Now, if you haven't got a metal file...
Oh, a normal nail file will do it as well.
Yeah.
A good nail file will do this. So
You can get metal nail files, actually, can't you? Which will probably work the same way.
But honestly, an emery board would be fine too. So there you
Okay.
go. I filed off all the sharp edges. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just use that to measure how wide we want these pieces. Now I didn't want anything really overlapping out of the edges, so I'm going to use that just to sort of have a look how wide I want it. Now Thomas, my boy, my son, has pinched all my rulers this week, so I'm using this one, which is one of his from school, that's completely drawn
I
all
love
over.
the fact that it's he's written Tom.
Written Tom on it, yeah, he's stolen all mine and labels his own.
Yeah, fair enough, isn't it? You've got to commandeer your parents' stationery. That's just what happens when you're in school, and inevitably, at least you haven't got Tipp-Ex on it,
Right.
or other correction paste or whatever fluids available. But yeah, I used to Tipp-Ex all over mine.
Yeah, and layer it up so you had 3D Tipp-Ex. Do you remember doing that?
Used to 3D Tipp-Ex.
Yeah.
So you were destined to be a guest designer.
You would do a heart and then
So
you do it again.
you're just using a pencil now.
I'm using a nice soft lead pencil, yeah. So a nice soft lead is good because it gives you a good mark. And try not to draw on the boards. That's 1 inch in diameter there. So I'm going to cut that strip. I don't need to cut the whole thing because I'm only doing one, but so we'll cut that one, and also we want to work out how long we want the sections to. So
just
we
doing a little bit of measurements to see what your cutting out has been.
So I'm going to go for 1.5 inches. So each of these needs to be 1.5 inches by 1 inch. Okay, and we need 4 of these in total. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my shears again to cut my copper. Now if you've got a saw you can cut with a saw as well, but I find the shears give me a really nice, clean, smooth cut, especially when I'm doing straight lines. Okay, and there we go. They are very strong and very easy to use. Okay, so just take your time with it because we try not to nick into the rest of it because then you've got your whole sheet to use.
Did we find any shearers on the website? Or no, haven't got any at the moment, but do look out for them because we do bring them back into stock as well.
That's
or you might be able to get them out online. Now, before we go any further, Gemma,
no, you
can I just say, I've never seen sunstone at this size before. Ever in the world. Did you manage to get an opportunity to... I'll pass you that over there a second. Do you get a chance to see these before the show?
No, just seen them now.
How amazing would these be with this kit?
Oh, they're gorgeous. And of course, sunstone and copper is perfect because the inclusions. Oh, yeah.
I've never seen sunstone of this size. These are brand new. I also know that these are going to a super affordable price. For the biggest sunstone that I've ever brought you, it goes hand in hand, like the marriage made in heaven. with this beautiful kit. Get this home. It's the flashes of gold that you get within Sunstone, which really match, and the reds that you also see within this beautiful phenomenal gem, which really go perfect with your copper. I'm just thinking about some of that sheet maybe sort of almost folded like linen, if you like, if you can.
Yeah, you can. I mean, if you've got a torch and a block and you can you can do this safely at home, so check everything you need in place. If you heat up your copper with a blowtorch, make it really soft and malleable, then you can fold that. Literally fold it and crease.
Fold it around the cabochon itself.
It looks amazing.
Wow, 250 carats. I've got 5 here, so that's averaging out at 50 carats per sunstone. You might get 6, you might get 10, you might get 3. We've only got 80, and I've never brought sunstone of this size previously before. Just incredible. Can you imagine this on the décolletage, where it's going to be influenced a lot of natural daylight, and you're going to see those flashes of incredible golds and coppers and everything like that. Just absolutely incredible. Brand new, never been seen previously before. £15 only. And different shapes, by the way. So on your picture, you've actually got some which are pear-shaped. I've got all ovals here in different sizes. I'm going to hold one up against the copper sheet that I've actually got here. I mean, look how wonderfully that works.
Yeah.
And again, you can age it, you can polish it up.
Yeah. I think if you patinaed that copper down, got it really dark, and then lifted just the highlights, it would sort of be like a reverse of the actual sunstone. That would look amazing.
It really would, wouldn't it? And similarly, just one of these on the cuffs.
Yes, I love doing that. I just think that it's just so simple, classy.
High end.
Yeah, that's it.
Look how beautifully that works. And again, you could get some zari thread even round the edges, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Wow, absolutely
fantastic.
Amazing. £15 only for 250 carats of this gorgeous natural gemstone. Already loads of you there. I can see Anna, Mary, Surrey, Pat, Sharon, Margaret, Fiona and Andrina, plus many more. How often do we get sunstone, firstly? And USA sunstone, but then individual cabochons. I mean, I brought sunstone earlier on, and it was on a strand of individual pairs. But they were like probably about 1/10 of the size. Still wonderfully beautiful, but for those that really enjoy their cabochon wire wrapping or love working with cabochons, you don't have to be a wire worker to work with these gemstones.
Oh no, there's so many techniques now.
There's nothing stopping you actually gluing these, is there?
No, you know, the glue, the E6000, the Jewellery and bead glue, all those that we stock, they all do that job.
They do
really well. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you know, I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever seen a sunstone cabochon.
Well, I haven't.
I really don't think I have.
And we've been around since pretty much the get-go.
Since the dinosaurs. Since the 90s. And not before.
Phil said I was born in the 90s, so you two have got no chance.
I did say we were born in the 90s.
Hey. Hey, the ladies are all of a sudden getting really defensive right now, because Maggie's on our side too.
Yeah.
Aren't you, Maggie? We're of the same generation. Anyway, who cares? It's but a number. It's but a number.
It is.
Now, just got a chance to do one more thing before we come back to you. Sorry, my lovely. You're going to love this. You are going to love it. I can't even see it. Oh, yeah, I can. Can I just put it out there? How many have we got, Phil? 7070. Emerald, beautiful colour, really intense. I'm just going to put it out there. Ready? On your marks, get set, go. £3.95.
Wow.
Get it as soon as you possibly can. It's a no-brainer. It'll look lovely with the sunstone and the copper.
Absolutely perfect. That's my favourite colour to use with copper.
Green. Is it?
Yeah.
The green?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think...
Green or turquoise. Yeah, perfect.
Look at the quality of that emerald right there.
Just beautiful colour.
Well, to be honest, all of them, because you've got that real intensity and it's natural. 70 though, first come, first serve. I think it is going to literally be a straight battle to the finish line right now, because who doesn't love emerald? Who doesn't love the fact that this wonderfully energetic gemstone from us, you can get some amazing quality at super affordable price tags, not Fisher Field enhanced in any way, shape or form. Hello to you, Brian. Hello to you, Pat. Hello to you, Gosh, every time I read a name, someone jumps in. Pauline, Surrey, you're there. Hello to you, London. Hello to you, Chessie. Hello to you, Caroline, Jane, Margaret, Helen, Mirtha, Tidfield, Mary, Kerry, Maria, Fatima. You've got yours. I've got I can't possibly keep up with all of those names. I'm going to be here. It's gonna fry me. It is going to fry me. Yeah, these I'm thinking. Just take out maybe the smaller ones and do a cluster style around the sunstone that you've just seen. You've still not paid £20 for two very, very high-end gemstones, which will work amazing with that copper.
Yeah, it would. It would. You could work those into all sorts of designs. Crochet is my favourite thing to do with chips and nuggets.
Is it?
Yeah, without a doubt. And at that price, you can afford to buy a couple of strands. And can you imagine you could do the most big, chunky statement?
Yeah. Decolletage piece. It would be fabulous, wouldn't it? Absolutely. I always look at a strand like this and think of that sort of twisted design that Mark did all those years ago. I can remember him doing the DVD of it, the Chips and Nuggets, one of his Chips and Nuggets DVD. I always think about that because I think, again, if you bought a few of these strands, and you would only need maybe 2 or 3 to create a big, substantial carat weight. I mean, you've got 130 carats here alone. I can't stress, web bidders, please do check out if you want to guarantee success, because there are only 70 of these available in the entire world. Once they are gone, they're absolutely sold out. So if you're number 71, unfortunately, missed that boat. I don't want that to happen. Okay, back to our lovely Gemma, who has finished your cutting and your trimming and everything.
So, well, what I've done is I've cut the basic square and I've stuck my little piece of the ribbon on with some of our E6000 jewellery and bead.
Yep.
But you can use any of our glues that are the super strong glues.
Okay, can we just show that to everybody at home again? There we go. E6000 jewellery and bead.
Yeah, or just the standard E6000 will do it as well, or the Tiger Bond that we're doing.
Okay, is there any reason why you name those in particular? Is it the strongest?
They're the ones that really will hold metal to metal.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So we've got this shape. So then what I wanted to do, and because the glue's not stuck down yet, so at home, wait until it's all stuck down before you move on to do the next thing. Then what you're going to do is use the pattern as your guide for your cuts. So I want to just leave about 1 millimetre or 2 on the side, and I'm going to cut a diagonal across like that, just to give it a little bit more interest. Okay, so like that, and we'll do that on each corner.
Our Phil has just said he's got that E6000 in the smaller size than what you've just shown there, so you can pop the graphics on for that if you were wanting to get hold. So you're turning that into a kind of like a hexagon shape, aren't you?
Yeah, that's it. So that's all I'm doing. I mean, if you want to be really, really mathematical, you can do all that beforehand if you like, but I don't mind it looking. I don't mind if it's a little bit off at some points. So.
Showing that it's actually handmade, handcrafted jewellery.
You know, take your time.
There we go. The clear glue that Gemma has actually used on your screens right now, £2.95, and you only need a tiny amount, don't you?
Only a tiny amount. And the great thing about this is, from the back, if we have a look, where it's embossed at the front, from the back you've got wells. Yeah. So your glue sort of nice and happily sits in those and doesn't spill out and give you any spillage onto your design.
Channels it somewhat, doesn't it?
Another wonderful thing about these being wells is if you do your resins and things like that, you can actually fill
and contain certain areas.
Yeah, contain that with resin.
Oh, that's a nice idea, isn't it?
I can't wait to see what Fee Potter does when she gets her hands on this.
Yeah, incredible. Really absolutely amazing. So this is the smaller size, by the way, just to point out. It's a slightly smaller tube, but $2.95 for this one.
It's exactly the same. It does exactly the same job.
Yep.
Okay, right. There is one more thing, punching a hole in each end, and if you've got a hole punch, brilliant. And that will house your jump rings. My hole punch is in my bag, so if I can nip down
you nip downstairs and get that then for a minute. So whilst you're doing that, I can quickly bring you some gorgeous beryl, can't I? Some amazing beryl, which is, oh wow, look at that aquamarine.
Oh wow, that is gorgeous.
Isn't it? What a high-end strand. Yeah, that's the one I'm drawn to as well. I bet you will be as well. But, you'll pick out amazing morganites, you'll pick out amazing heliodors and goshenite and aquamarines. It's a multi-beryl strand, and these are beautifully. Look at the quality. So from your pastel pinks, your wonderful sunshine yellows, to your beautiful greens, and of course your aquamarine. This gorgeous gemstone for me is the very definition of summer. Often heat treated to encourage out that colour, and also to aid the clarity. Not needed here, totally and utterly natural. And you have got 130 carats of every single one of these. I'd be taking just a couple of those and just simply making a wrapped pendant as it is. Next weekend is all about some very exciting new findings that we're bringing you here at Jewellery Maker. This is a strand that I would certainly be thinking about for that, for such high quality as those. Natural, right the way up to 13 by 5 millimeter. Again, if you think about the standard solitaire here in the UK, well, the average diamond solitaire here in the UK, apparently, unless it's changed recently, is apparently 3 millimeters plain round. Well, you've got way over that, even on the smaller sizes here, 6 by 4. Coming your way, I mean, for that one aquamarine I'd pay $14.95 for. For these wonderful morganites at the bottom, I'd pay $14.95 for. How elegant is this strand?
It's just gorgeous, isn't it? It's so feminine and pretty. It's just, I don't know, and it's prom colours, isn't it? This season.
Yeah.
Because it's all your pastels and your pretty feminine pinks and purples and blues and, you know, lemons. That's prom this year.
All your pastel hues and everything. I think so as well.
And
I think that's going to be I think it's good for the what? Sorry.
For the men as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this year is all going to be about the pastels. I think it's going to be all over the red carpet, certainly on the runway, without shadow of a doubt. And there, whenever gemstones actually, or that colour in particular, or that palette in particular, is actually on trend, the gemstone prices will swiftly follow. However, here at Jewellery Maker, we work especially hard to make sure our prices are as affordable as possible. Our buying team are very talented at kind of not reading into the future, because obviously they can't do that, but they see trends before I suppose many of us will actually pick up on them. When it comes to beryl as a gemstone family, the only sort of I don't want to say outcast, but difference would be emeralds is a type 3 gemstone. All the other members of the beryl family, you want to have beautiful brilliance and clarity along with the colour, and you've certainly got that combination here. Just $14.95. To be honest, I would have thought this would have been pushing £60–70.
Well, certainly when you look at some of those individuals on there, the quality is just amazing. You would expect it to be higher.
Absolutely. Amazing. Well done. Stay where you are. I'll leave those with you whilst you make those confirmations so we can get back to the designer inspiration with the wonderful Gemma. Okie dokie.
Okay. Right, so this is still moving around a little bit because the glue is still setting. But if you've got this brilliant punch that we stock in all different size punches. I've got our small 1 millimeter one here.
Okay.
And all we'll do is if you pop your piece in there, if I can just wind that down so I can see. If I come back a little bit, I can see too. We'll just pop that in place in there, and you've got that natural, little dimple between the pattern, which helps you get your hole in the perfect place every time. So I'm just gonna get that position.
Do you want me to hold one end?
Turn the handle, and that just pops through.
Oh, I can actually feel that.
Did you feel it? Yeah, it's ever so easy. It's like a hot knife through butter, really. Is that pulling out? Sometimes you wind it all the way up.
I don't want to spoil it.
That's fine. No, there you go. Sometimes what you get is it just stuck to the back a little bit, and you just
okay, yeah. And obviously you'd leave that for your glue to set properly.
Yeah.
I mean, Gemma hasn't, obviously because it's live television, been able to do that.
Yeah. So I punch a little hole either side. Sorry, I'll cut you off then.
No, you didn't.
Cut you off either side.
Yeah.
Cut you off either side. Punch a hole either side.
Yeah.
Ready to pop your jump rings in. So
yes.
If I pop that to the side, and I'm going to grab the one that's already done.
How many of those links did you actually make?
4.
How many did you need to sort of fit around the sort of standard length?
I made 4, and then with the clasp, that was plenty.
Okay.
If I pop it on my wrist, you can see.
Oh, look.
It's just right for me, and I'm about a 7-inch wrist usually.
And what about the shape that you've created there? Because obviously the sheet will come flat.
Yes.
So how do you create that shape so it fits around the wrist line?
If you've got the bangle bending pliers, brilliant.
Okay.
Okay, that's perfect. If not, take any like hard cylindrical shape, like I don't know, a can of hairspray or something like that. Something with a slight bend on it that mimics sort of roughly the size of your wrist, and just take your thumbs either side and rock your sheet once it's fully dried onto it, and it will form around. It will form quite easily. If you've got these wonderful forming pliers,
Then they'll do it
you
naturally.
just nibble onto them. And
Now,
and it
these
will,
are included in the show today, so if you're wanting these,
You
yes.
finally got them back.
Yes,
Oh,
if you
wow.
are wanting these, we have got them in stock. There are only how many pairs? Oh, 17.
Oh.
Phil's going to see if he can bring them in onto this hour now. 17, not 70, 17 pairs. So I'm just wondering, do you have to wait for, they've got to come up a little bit later, have they? Okay, about 4 o'clock today. Now, do you have to wait for the glue to set before you do the actual forming or not?
Well, it's better just so that it doesn't slide around. But if you want, I can show you on this one from this. Make sure your wire bender pliers are on at the right way. So you want the curve on the underside of the design. And we just pop the pliers in. I'm going to do one side first. So I'm going to go grip, grip, grip all along.
And you're going up and down the width of the actual...
And you're sort of nibbling across, okay? You just biting down, nibbling across. You might need to do it a few times before you get the curve that you're after, because obviously there's a little bit of spring back and a little bit of resistance, but the curve looks really slight, but it's just what you need just to help it hug your wrist. And
that's all you need, isn't it? A slight dome.
Yeah.
And then with the extra links that you're getting.
There you go. So on its side, on its profile, they look like that. And obviously you can keep going back into it and making it more pronounced if you want to.
Beautiful. I
Very
love
simple.
that contrast. And again, using that new wire ribbon. Fabulous.
Okay, so next phase then, just to add a bit of extra depth to your design, and this you can do with any colour. I'm going to use a marker pen, a permanent marker pen. Now you know there are hundreds of versions of these out there, so you can get whichever version you want, and any will work so long as it's soluble with nail varnish remover. Okay, so try it out first.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is just colour in all those crevices and cracks with any colour of my marker I want. Now here I've chosen a brown because I wanted it to look quite like a natural ageing process rather than a coloured ageing process.
Could you use things like your patina? Could you use alcohol inks or anything like that?
Alcohol inks, yes, you can use alcohol inks on these. I've not experimented on removing alcohol inks from once it's on the surface. And I didn't want to use anything where I had to use an abrasive on top of this, on top of the silver ribbon, because when you rub off the top of the silver ribbon, it is a copper base. And so if I rub the silver off, I'm going to be left with copper.
Right. And you want that contrast,
and I wanted
so there we go.
Silver, yeah.
I'm glad I asked that question, because that would have been something that maybe I'd have tried. And then obviously found that I'd spoilt the piece.
Well, it wouldn't spoil it. I mean, actually, if you did rub this down with sandpaper on top of the silver, then what you'd find is you'd have silver in the crevices and all
That's
the bits.
true, in the curves.
Yeah, and then you'd have copper on top, which actually would probably look really nice also. It's definitely worth experimenting with these sort of techniques.
Well, it's not like you haven't got a lot of it either, is it? I mean, you've got two of those little I keep saying fleur-de-lis, but like designs. You know what I mean, don't you? And there's 4 foot, wasn't there, on each of those? Yeah, 4 foot of each of those patterns. So absolutely beautiful. So again, just colour.
Yeah, make sure you're getting in all the. You don't want to see any silver bits, especially in those crevices, because that's the bits where we want the colour to sit and hold inside those edges. Okay, so if I colour all that in, and then put that to one side, and then a little bit of cotton wool and a little bit of
nail varnish
remover.
Just onto a simple little cotton pad.
And then we just give it a rub over the top. Make a mess.
Gemma.
Rub over the top, and you see what's happening is the pen that you've put on is hugging into the crevices, yet the surface is being lifted off. So that's sort of phase 1, and then you can take yet more off of just the top on the second wipe over. Okay, and you just see the difference.
Yeah, can we show that on the camera with Wes, so you can just see the difference between the two?
Between the two.
Oh, it really adds to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, initially thinking, okay.
It's nice. I mean, I love the contrast with the copper and the silver, but I also love toning that silver down so that it's similar. Now, there's one I've done with pink and with black. So
that looks incredible too. You've got somebody, sorry, who was that, Phil? Anonymous messaged in saying the silver ribbon would look amazing on leather. I agree, that's what I thought initially as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
On leather would look incredible because you've got that gloss and then you've got the texture of leather as a fabric as well.
Yeah, and you can really embed it, you can really squish it in.
Yeah, you could, couldn't
so
you?
it would look lovely, yeah.
I wonder if actually you could actually create a pattern from it, maybe.
Yeah, you probably could. You could emboss the leather with the pattern, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. But again, works with all the different colours, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. You could do any colour, and you know you can get, there's so many colours out there now with all these colouring books and things. So yeah, there's that's just one way of using it. I've done the same on the earrings. I've just cut one of the little patterns out, or I've used it whole in the cuff bracelets that you can see.
Absolutely stunning, and again, it just goes to show you can use the same technique if you wanted to, and just different colours, so you're kind of using the same kind of design. Absolutely love this new ribbon. Yeah, it feels weird saying ribbon because it's kind of metal.
Yeah, it is a strange title for it, isn't it?
It absolutely is, and again, I don't think there's a single medium where it wouldn't work. I mean, it would look fantastic in your home decor, in your card making. Everything. You were saying about books
and picture frames.
Yeah, absolutely. Really incredible. Now I've got one more opportunity to bring you, I think, before the end of the show. Is that what you were saying, Phil? Now,
is it that?
Natural lapis lazuli. Again, we work incredible with the copper because lapis lazuli has got pyrite inclusions. Pyrite is one of the most lustrous of your gemstones, and it's often referred to as fool's gold, but it's not like a buttery gold. It's more of a sort of an antique-y colour is the best way to describe it. Again, will look amazing with this kit that you've just seen. Natural lapis lazuli, which has got this energy of colour, is exceedingly rare because ordinarily it's actually dyed or will actually undergo a little bit of treatment to encourage out those wonderful blues. It's not unusual to find lapis lazuli which kind of white patches within. Obviously that's less desirable. You want it to have that energy of colour. This is going to be, without doubt, some of the most affordable lapis lazuli I've ever brought you, without shadow of doubt. And I'm not just, these aren't nuggets, these are definitely faceted to me. They are shapes, aren't they? They're not nuggets like chips. $5.95. You've got 2, 4, 6, 7 individually here. Yeah, Maggie's just said, hey, what? They're not tiny fractions offcuts, are they? These are individual solitaires. They're right the way up to 20 by 13 millimetres.
They're gorgeous.
Maggie's saying, they're small boulders to me.
Yeah, that's right.
Aren't they fantastic?
They are. They're actually gorgeous, and the facet is so subtle on them, but moving your hand like that, you can see the light just travelling over the top.
Across the facets, across the actual pyrite itself as well, real intensities of colour, certainly the most affordable. Phil, how many have we got available of these? 90, exactly. Okay, right, hold up. I'll say it as it is, you know that. You know that.
I know that.
Can I just... When... Maggie's like, you've got your hand on your hip, Elle. What is displeasing Elle right now? Can I just say...
That.
For natural lapis lazuli at $5.95, there's not nearly enough of you on the phone lines. Yeah. That's a price point I don't think we could ever replicate. I don't know, never say never, but for 7 individual boulders of that sheer size, £6 only, less than. And again, from the original country of source, they're not so black or dark that they're unrecognisable of this gemstone. They're not white and sleepy or grey, where it just looks like a host rock. It is definitely lapis lazuli. Maggie says I have to steal them back off you. Because you're hogging them.
I am hogging them. They're gorgeous. Every single one is a
Do you know,
statement
I'll be
ring.
the first person to say what on earth is going on. There's not nearly enough people on the phone lines.
Yeah.
And that's when I go, okay, well, maybe I've not demonstrated the beauty of the gemstone. Perhaps I've not sort of highlighted the scale. I don't even think we could purchase the gemstones at prices like that. Earlier on today, I don't know if you've ever met or seen, I know Zena has, and knows him very well, who stood in the wings right now. Yarny.
Oh yeah.
You know Yarny when we were over in India.
Gem hunter.
He is. He's literally like the Indiana Jones of gem hunting. Literally. And he said to me, because I was asking what he was up to after the trip to India, kind of talking, and he was like, I'm off to the original location of lapis lazuli. I was like, really? You're off to Afghanistan? He was like, yeah. Because per carat, natural lapis lazuli is fetching $750. Now, that's what he said last year. I don't know if that's true. I'm not saying that's what this is valued at all. I'm not qualified to. But that's coming from one of the most influential gemstone hunters in the entire world. $5.95 right now.
He'd be furious.
Save yourself the trip, Yarny.
Wow.
And look, hand firmly placed on hip. That's an incredible deal. Do you want to have a go again now?
Yes, can I have it
okay,
back?
fair enough.
Thank you. Do you know what it reminds me of? Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night. You know the... Yeah, it's just... that's always what it reminds me of. And so it's just beautiful.
That's an amazing song, that, as well.
It is amazing.
Tink says, I have this strand, it's amazing. Thanks, Tink. It is, isn't it? $5.95 only.
Tink's got very good taste.
Very good taste.
She has.
Very, very, very good taste. I'm trying to think of the next line to that song. Starry, starry night. Paint your palette blue and grey. Ah, isn't that lovely? Tell you someone who's got a much nicer singing voice than me is our Zena, and she's coming up after this. Don't go anywhere, folks. I'll see you tomorrow at the usual time, but the deals continue, and you've got more from the wonderful Gemma Crow. If there wasn't reason enough, it would just be for these two, eh? So don't go anywhere. I'll see you tomorrow.
There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker have a special offer running on our workshops. If you book yourself on 4 workshops, you'll receive £50 off. We have a variety of courses to choose from beginner to advanced, covering a wide selection of mediums. This is a limited offer until the end of February, so book your places now to avoid disappointment.
We here at Jewellery Maker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you will receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with Jewellery Maker FIFO reviews.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck.
Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. It's Tuesday already. No, it isn't. It's Wednesday. Where has the week gone? Literally, you wake up, you think it's Monday morning, and suddenly you're halfway through the week. It's absolutely incredible. Well, I tell you what. You loved the first kit today, didn't you? With our lovely Gemma Crow. Gorgeous face. Hello, lovely.
Hello, lovely.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
You're amazing.
Good.
Aren't you?
Yeah,
You
just
are
a little
amazing.
bit.
A little bit, amazing. She's on a little bit. We think a lot. Do you know what I've got to do before we even do anything today? Okay, before I even talk about anything, there is something that we've got for you today. Absolutely brand new. You've never seen on Jewellery Maker before. Let me tell you now. What happens is it comes into our warehouse, all the new goods, and we've struggled to physically get the next offer, well, the offering that we're going to be bringing you to you this afternoon with the kit, into the building today, because it's one of those things that has come in. Every member of staff in the warehouse, everybody that's photographed, everybody that's even come into contact with the next item is desperate, and we can't pre-order as staff. So I can tell you right now, I've already made my phone calls to my boyfriend at home asking him to make sure he gets me one of these today. Are you ready for this? This, which our lovely Gemma has worked with, and you wait till you see the designs that Gemma's made later. But these are the highly fashionable, incredibly stylish, what you will know as a popcorn chain, and they are gorgeous. You're going to be able to create the most phenomenal contemporary designs. They're the most beautiful texture. They bring the most incredible depth to your designs as well, and just full on style. And so what we're going to be bringing you is 3 of these necklaces, and they're already made. They've got the extender, they've got the lobster clasp, so you can wear them. I mean, that is basically 3 necklaces, all the same length, but set as a graduation. This is what we always talk about. I'm so excited about this. It's what we always talk about when we talk about extending the chains, because you can have that 3-strand look necklace from the same length, but just set the actual extender chain at different lengths. Not only that, just quickly as well, we're also going to give you 3 bracelets to match. So 3 necklaces, 3 bracelets, and each of the bracelets has got an extender as well. And they are just gorgeous, and I can tell you now, we're going to be giving you an amazing deal on those. Absolutely. Got a fully anticipating those instant sellouts, so good luck on those. And I can tell you now, all the staff in the building are chomping at the bit and got their fingers poised, ready to buy those as well. We can't wait. We're all poised to buy them.
Everyone's excited about
We
them.
are. It's one of those, I need that.
You know,
not
when
I want it.
You know when you're setting up for, I don't know if you've ever done a boot sale.
Yeah.
You know, and you get there and then there's all these people around the car.
Exactly, you've got any jewelry, and they're in there.
That's a bit like what it was like when I was
Exactly what
unpacking the
yeah,
jewellery today.
Exactly.
Everybody's like, wait and see. I was like,
Yeah, because we knew we'd given you these, and we knew what you do with them. We knew you'd be amazing, so it's very exciting. Right then, I'll tell you what we're going to kick-start the midweek with today. It's a sterling silver clearance. Shall we do that? Now, this is a miss it, miss out. This is last of stock. This is, if you see it, you want it, check it out. Don't put it in your basket and think, oh, I'll wait till the next thing. Doesn't matter. Your post and packaging is 1 per day. Okay, so I am talking about really limited. Now, talking of chain, we've only got 8 left, and it's a whole metre of beautiful chain. Now, this is one of the most
compact designs, and again, therefore extremely stylish. They've got a very tight woven knit on the curb chain. Really, really pretty. The luster is just beautiful. It's a whole metre. It's solid 925 sterling silver. I mean, if you go into a, I'll tell you now, if you go into a high street store, into a jeweller's store now, go in and try and buy a 16-inch necklace in silver, and you'll be parting with around about £25–30. This will make 2 16-inch necklaces and an 8-inch bracelet easily. And look at that, you're half the price of what just a standard 16-inch should be. You've only got to add the clasp if you want to. One chance left. Oh, I was going to say one chance left. You see what I mean? At least everybody said, I love that though. Everybody's listening and said, do you know what, Zine? If I want it, I'll have it and I'll check it out straight away. Now, don't forget, still, even though we've got loads of things to do for you and bring you all, I can't wait to bring you those. I can't wait. Still want you to text in because we like to have a chat, don't we? So text in on it's the usual number, 60777. Start with JM Studio because that kind of roots it here. And it's like your postcode. You know, roots it into us in the studio. Then we'll have a little chat. Won't we, Jem?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, it's nice.
Otherwise, poor Gemma, it's only got me to talk to. Do you know what I mean? Let's take pity on her, will you? Right, well done on those. 6, I think you're probably talking about. That's right, he's telling me different areas. Lauren, gorgeous face. Have you got any earring stands, darling? She said there's one right here next to me. Thank you, darling girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, that's a funky one. All right, the reason I want to show you, I always want to put these onto an earring stand because they just shows you how they're going to, rather than me have all fingers and thumbs, the way they're going to actually hang in the ear. Now, these are beautiful. They're hallmarked. Hallmark 925 sterling silver. Now, they've been so popular. Sorry about that. Look at the detail on there. I've only got 14 pairs left. That's it. Can you see there? You've got actually stunning brilliance of white topaz. Absolutely beautiful. Really beautiful. And I can tell you in the late show this evening, we've got some sterling silver mounts for pendants with white topaz, so they'll go brilliantly with these. These have got the lovely elongated back. No need. Oh my, you're kidding, £7.95. I mean, you've got, for the final 12 there, you've got to be, even without adding a gemstone onto those. If you sold those as they were in sterling silver with the brilliant, I mean, they've got topaz set into them. What I mean by without the gemstone, I mean without suspending a gemstone. Even if you were to wear those on their own, you'd easily double the price, wouldn't you, in sterling silver? And they're so elegant, they're so stylish, aren't they, Gem?
They're absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, they're gorgeous. And
You'd look nice in these, Gemma.
I'm really tempted to get some like
they're
that.
Lovely,
because I haven't
they?
got anything quite like that.
No, I haven't. They're gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah, they are really beautiful. Really beautiful. What I was going to say is that they're not floral. They're quite a classic.
Yeah, very subtle.
Fine. Just clean lines, which means you can go floral with it if you wanted,
exactly,
or you can go modern with it. So they're perfect.
So beautiful. Yeah. So beautiful. They've gone. So Gemma, you and I are looking at them longingly, and
not
no point.
Get them anyway
because they're gone. But well done, well done. Right. If you just got those, remember I've got the sterling silver mounts with beautifully cut topaz, white topaz later. Now this is divine. This is all about a feature connector, whether it's a bracelet, pendant, necklace, whatever you'd like to do. Look at this. This is brilliant topaz. Now the reason we're so passionate about our, and again, look again, there's very, very few available. I've only got 15 left. This has been so popular. Now this is a high-end clasp. This connector. When I say clasp, it's a connector. It's got 2 loops, a loop on either side, and obviously that can be that could be a feature. If you got that 1 meter sterling silver curb chain, just make it into a 6-inch bracelet, 7-inch, 8-inch, and make that the main feature part as the connector. It would look beautiful. A couple of bolt ring clasps or head pins, whatever you'd like to connect them with, and it would just look beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now the reason we're so passionate about our topaz is because we're one of the few people in the United Kingdom that insist, and if you have a diamond, you think how sparkly a diamond is. If it's up to 1.4 millimetres, which these are, it'll have 17 facets on there, and that's what gives you all the sparkle. But even at topaz of this size, and there are 49 beautifully cut sparkling topaz on there, and do you know what? Every one of them has got 41 facets. Every one of them.
So you times 41 by 49 topaz in there, and that gives you some idea of how that's going to sparkle and catch the light when you're actually wearing it. It really is very, very unusual, and that is just gorgeous. And we're going to go under £10, would you believe? I know, it's a shocker. We're going to go under £10. This will be gone in a matter of seconds. It is very much a first come, first served. I'm just going to have a little look at the names if I've got them coming through into the studio. Oh, hang on. Right, this is going to be a race to the finish. I've got a lot of people coming in on the telephones. Okay, so all of those at the view that, in fact, I'm already over allocated. So if you do want this gorgeous connector, and I mean, again, say connector, that could be, again, a lovely pair of earrings. Add that onto the sterling silver brilliant topaz earrings we had just, and that would look fantastic as well if you wanted to go really, really glam. Now, I've just had a collector in Staffordshire come straight in and buy 2. So already, and Rosalind's got them, Carol's got them, Jane's got them, a collector in Kent's got them. Now, when I say I'm over allocated, please be quick. Sandra, Lorna, Cass, Sue, collectors, Lucinda, you've just got them. Already, half of the stock has already gone. So again, Anna in Greater Manchester, oh, she's just checked out. Well done. It's the last 5. I'll leave them with you. They will be gone. They're absolutely beautiful. Well done. Well, imagine them with these popcorn chains. Oh. Now we all... Oh, hang on a second. Have I got the right... Yeah, OK, here we go. Now, charms. Charms have really taken off, haven't they? They became famous back in the Victorian times, thanks to Queen Victoria, as it happens. But I don't know one person in my circle of friends and family that the girls don't own a charm bracelet. Not one. Everyone, I'm like, have you not got one? Gemma is the exception to the rule.
I don't think it's the sort of thing you should buy yourself.
Oh, no, I do agree with that. Mine were bought for me.
Yeah,
I've got 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do agree with
like
that.
A onesie. I wouldn't buy myself one of those either.
Yeah, my friend bought me a onesie. I had to take it back, though. It's not a good look. You got to really, I think you got to, for me personally, I think you've got to be really slim for a onesie.
You're not going to go anywhere in it.
I don't care. I've got to look at myself in it. Now, I've turned these round the wrong way so you can see the fact that they're hallmarked in 925. These are brilliant. Great for gents jewellery, great for ladies jewellery as well. There's your 925, and that means it's 925 solid sterling silver. I was just going to have a right chat about them, and you've had them all. Do you know what my producer just said? Well, too late, you're too busy yakking.
Is that how much they were? £9.95.
What? How much did we go for them?
Is that £9.95?
Just go £9.95.
Wow.
That's £2 each for sterling. Always, you know, I've not worked with Phil for a while. I feel there may be trouble ahead.
I would have definitely wanted those.
But why they're silver? Sorry, Phil. Which one would you like me to do, darling? No, he said. Oh, now. Little lotus flowers. I've not seen these. They're beautiful. Oh, hang on. Oh, do you know what? I've only got 6 left, and at £6.95. Do you know, if I was at home now, I think I'd have them all. Look at those, perfect lotus flower in sterling silver, and you've got the charm all ready to be connected. Look, oh my word, they are. Oh, what are you doing to me, Phil? They're so pretty.
They are lovely, aren't they?
Do you know, if I didn't love our Jewellery Maker audience quite so much, I'd be tempted to just run off with one of them. But I can't, can I? They're beautiful. For Mother's Day, Mother's Day in the UK is on the 6th of March. That's going to be in, what, 3 weeks, 2 weeks on Sunday, is it, or something? Probably.
It's not far, is it?
Yeah, they're lovely. Oh, do you know, whoever got those, well done. I'm a bit jealous. I'm a bit jealous. I'm actually a bit jealous. Shouldn't admit to that, really, should you? I'm just going to tell my lovely producer, Phil. He's a darling. He's had a lovely haircut. We're one number out, by the way. So these are number 6, just in case you were wondering. Yes. I'm just letting him know so that he knows what's going on. Oh, these are fun. Oh, they're 3D. Oh, these are funky. Oh, I'll tell you what. You can tell I've been off poorly for a week. I've not seen any of these. These are wicked. You know when you watch a programme in 3D, if you're lucky enough to have been to a 3D movie or you got 3D on your telly, and everything comes out at you, look at them. Oh, they are fab. Makes you feel like, let's go fly a kite. Look at those. Very futuristic, those, aren't they? Hallmark 925 again. They're a triangle connector. I've only got 13 available. I'm ever so sorry about this, but when we talk about wanting to work with different textures and different shapes, that's going to really come alive when it's in a piece of jewellery, because it's going to really stand out. It's raised. Aren't they unusual? Have you seen these, Gemma?
Yeah, I have seen them on the show, not in the flesh. They are lovely, aren't they? Really nice. I think you could just have one.
Just one,
with
yeah.
some tiny seed beads at the centre of a necklace for something really.
Oh, wouldn't that look fab?
Yeah, quite androgynous for that sort of.
Good
for that
word.
look, you know, love that idea. And then just for earrings as well. I can imagine really short cropped hair. With
I'd love to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like Fleur's hair with a really cool, short, sort of sharp bob.
Yeah, Annie Lennox. That's
Lennox.
That's who they put me in mind of. Of course, I'm too young to remember Annie
Obviously,
Lennox.
yeah. I went to see an 80s band last night.
Let's just say that.
Yeah, I did go and see an 80s band. Does anybody remember Hue and Cry? They had that big hit in the 80s called Labour of Love. And I went to see them last night. Other 80s bands are available. But I went to see them and they were brilliant, really good. But yeah, these are now Catherine, Samantha, Lorraine, Sandra, Collection Greater Manchester. I'm down to my last 8, my lovelies. I'm way oversubscribed yet again. But I just want to show you them. Look at that. So that's how they're going to look. Look at that. They're so... Look at that from the side. I'd love those as earrings. Or as Gemma says, just one on the neckline would look so funky. So cool. Ever so sorry that we're so limited though, but obviously at $8.95 when you've got 5 of them as well. Brilliant deal. Fantastic. So Jane, Marilyn, Lorraine, Sandra, good luck my lovelies. Fantastic deal. Well done. Well done, well done, well done. Okay. Oh, we got some more chain. Oh, well, I say a chain. It's a necklace. Ready-made. Now, the reason we've popped this in for you is because A, it's a fantastic deal. Not many left at 11. But this is because of the lovely big open links on them. Well, we've just had those lovely charms with the lotus flowers and those lovely plain cylindrical charms as well. They would connect to this open link chain brilliantly. I mean, it's very versatile, but it's just desperate for a chain bracelet or anklet. That'd be a lovely anklet for the summer, wouldn't it? Really lovely. Solid 925 sterling silver. Let me just turn it over for you so you can see the backs. Just want to show you, in case you're new to Jewellery Maker, you've got that connector disc there as well, little sterling silver tag there, which if you actually flip it over is, if I just turn it around, there you go, Hallmark, look, 925 Hallmark, okay. Okay, so I've got 10 in baskets, so these are already again over allocated, and that's what's classed as a bolt ring clasp or a spring release clasp. And again, it's a nice sizable clasp, so again, could pass as a gent's necklace, just as easy as a lady's. And as I said, I'm nearly gone because I tell you what, Kay from Glamorgan came straight in and she had 2. Margaret's got them, Zara's got them, lots of collectors have just come in and got them. So Gail, Lorna and all the collectors, Lynn in County Durham, my lovelies, if you do want that lovely necklace, and it's already made, I'll tell you what I'm going to just do for you as well. 40 centimetres, I'm just going to absolutely double check this because, yeah, right, we've said 40 centimetres, but I'll tell you what we haven't done there, we haven't included the extender. So it is actually a 46 centimetres, so it is actually a 16 to 18 inch. It does extend and it can connect. It has got a 2-inch extender, so I think we'll have to amend that on the graphics, but it is, I've just measured it for you, a 16 to 18 inch. So please don't be put off by the fact that it says 40 centimetres, although I know you haven't because they've already been sold out, but just to let you all know, it is in fact a 16 to 18 inch. Okay, so it's always worth just checking, isn't it? I looked at that and thought, that's longer than 16 inches, that's longer than 40 centimetres. Can I tell you all what my producer's just said? Do you know what he just said to me, everybody? Gemma, girls, are you ready for this, right? He just said to me, here's a bundle and I named it just for you, Zena. It's called Going Grey. Isn't that awful, everyone? I wouldn't mind. Feels very silly because he's got an all-girl team today. Yeah. He's got Maggie directing, he's got Lauren on cameras, he's got Amelia running around as floor manager, he's got myself and Gemma. So he's basically taking on 5 women. Yeah. It's not a good idea, Phil. Not very bright. It is not a... Yeah. Yes, yes, as my director just said, it's either very brave or very silly. Anyway, now I actually previously have bought these grey coloured die quartz because the first time I ever saw them, I just fell in love with them. I thought they were such a neutral and a lovely warm alternative to black. Now, if you know what I mean by that, sometimes when you're wearing an outfit, and I had a silver top on when I was presenting on Monday, and if you wear it with black, it can just look just too far a step of a contrast. And yet, if you go to a lovely deep grey, but a grey that's still warm and still open and alive, if that makes sense, and it just looks beautiful. I mean, I would love to see these incorporated, especially these smaller ones, incorporated with the popcorn chain necklace that we've got coming up later, because I know our lovely Gemma's incorporated the popcorn necklaces with some pearls and they look beautiful, but again with that sparkle of those incredible grey quartz. And we've gone clearance. Yeah, I know you're thinking, hang on a second, right, Zena, if as Jewellery Maker we took one of our strands of genuine gemstones to £1 less than our base rate of $6.95, you'd be, oh my goodness me, they're giving us a fantastic clearance deal. But then to actually throw in the 4mm strand as well, that has been beautifully faceted, both strands beautifully faceted, 4mm and 8mm, what an incredible deal, and they're just beautiful. Now, my lovely US mum, Maxine in Tennessee, she calls herself my US mum, she was first in, straight in and checked out. Now, we are limited now, going grey. I tell you what, you could do your 50 Shades of Grey, couldn't you, with all your different designs? Keep it up to date.
Yeah.
Have you seen that film?
Yeah.
Have you? Did you like it?
Not as much as the book.
Yeah, the book. Oh, have you read all the books?
No.
I've read all the books. But I was very clever. I read it on one of those digital readers so that people couldn't tell. You know, when everybody was reading it. And it was a bit, so I actually bought a digital e-reader so you couldn't tell what I was reading.
Shall I tell you a story? Can I tell you
go
a
on.
story?
Go on.
I was living out in the sticks when that book came out.
Yeah.
And I lived in a little village, and I kept hearing the 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades of Grey. And I thought, so many people were talking about it, I thought it must be a self-help sort of book, right? So
what, how to dye the grey?
Well, I don't know what I thought it was. I just thought it was a sort of personality as well.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean? So I had this in my mind. So the only place to buy books was the village hall, which was,
right. Yeah.
or the village, the hall attached to the church every Friday. So I thought, I'm going to see if they've got the book. So I went down and asked the lady, have you got 50 Shades of Grey? And she just looked at me.
Oh, yeah, as if you...
We don't sell that sort of book here. And I wondered, what on earth? And I went, oh, okay.
Oh, bless
what is
you.
it then?
But then when you started reading it, you understood why. It's a good book, though. And the books obviously are available, okay, before everybody starts messaging and saying, well, what about this book and that book? Excuse me. Well done, everybody. Congratulations. Brilliant. Okay, right, the good news is I've got a cheeky, amazing star buy for you right now. And again, if you want to create high-end shop window quality jewellery, this next bargain, as far as I'm concerned, is exactly for you. So stay with us. Right then, earlier on in the week, I brought to you some serenite and some Swiss blue topaz sterling silver mounts. So usually you would expect them to be classed as a pendant mount, but we know what jewellery makers are like. We know what you like. We know how you look at something and think, oh, I'm not going to stick to it being a pendant. I'm going to do what I want with it. So we call them a sterling silver connector mount, so you can connect to whatever you would like, but theoretically a pendant. Now, I'm going to show you this first of all because there are tutorials on our Jewellery Maker website to teach you how to prong set and how to, the prongs are in place and how to connect the prongs and sort of fold the prongs into position to sort of claw onto the gemstone. Now, it's sterling silver, okay, sterling silver mounts. You've got, if I can just show you, look, you've got a connector on that end. I'll just show you under the tweezers there, you've got a connector on the other end, look. So you've got a connector on either end, already in place, and nice and secure. And then you've got a little section in the centre to give you some a gemstone that would fit in, okay, ideally. Now, if only we'd got a gemstone that was perfect size to go in there. Would be great, wouldn't it? Well, the good news is, you lucky things, we do. That's the good news. Everybody's going, oh, till it's like we've planned it. Now then, they are very, very open in colour. Now, a third of the stock has already gone. Now, look at that. It is a marquee shaped. Oh, yeah. Now, marquee shaped is one of the most wasteful cuts when you're a gem cutter. So there's a lot of lapidarists in the marketplace refuse to cut a gemstone in a marquee shape. But when it's so beautiful, I mean, look at that. It's like the most perfect pair of lips with the most sultry shade of lipstick. Look at that. And we're talking about real high grade, real gem setting quality cut gemstone there. A very open, look how clear. That is incredible clarity for a Rajasthan garnet, really open. And bear in mind, you're not even getting the best view there, because I need you to get it, and it's got to have natural daylight. I haven't got a scrap in the studio, not a scrap. And the great news is there are 5 of them. So you get the mounts. Now, if I can hold this without it falling, I'm just very... Have I... Yeah, I'm just... Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what we've got in the studio. You're absolutely right. I haven't got the right mount, actually. Yeah. But I can... Right. Please don't worry. Let's get the picture back on the screen. I've just looked at them now, actually, and just realised as I've just got to put it in, they're actually pear-shaped, and I need marquee shaped. So if we just put the picture back on screen, if that's possible. We haven't got a photo. Oh, sorry. I thought we just said we got a picture of it. Okay. Right, okay. Right, it's a bit awkward then. So how am I going to show it if I haven't got it in the studio? That's really helpful, isn't it? Right, okay, not to worry. There's no point me showing you that, but the concept is the same, okay? Please don't worry. They've just basically, what they've done is they've sent through into the studio, they've sent through the wrong actual mount, but it's the sterling silver mount, and it's got a marquee shape, okay? So basically, you will get the right shape. Okay, is the thing. So you've got your 30-day money-back guarantee, but you will have the right shape. Now, therefore, it's not really going to show properly because I don't have the marquee shaped, but you get the idea. Okay, so basically, that mount will also be marquee shaped. Oh, now, my lovely Amelia has just come back, so I'm guessing... Oh, you are an angel. Oh, she's brilliant. Amelia saved the day as per usual. We've got them. So that's the good news. Right then, let's rectify the situation. I do apologise, everybody. Okay, so we now have the correct shaped mount. So as you can see, you're going to get 5 of these. Still got the 4-prong set, so 2 at each end to nicely secure the incredible Rajasthan garnet. You've then got the connector on either side. It's full sterling silver. It is hallmarked. Now, I'm going to very gently pop one of the marquees, if I can, in my tweezers, just to give you an idea of... Oh, it's just beautiful. Now, look at this. Obviously, the prongs then need to fold over and secure. You're going to have a very elegant, beautifully cut. And as we were saying the other day when I was on with our lovely guest designer, Helen, we were saying if you can create jewellery like this, where the pendant mount is so beautiful, beautifully created, really professional finish, it sort of takes you up another level from being a crafter to being a jeweller. Would you agree with that, Gemma?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Doesn't it sort of... It will then lift all of your other work, really, because it lifts the impression that people have of you.
Yeah.
And the calibre of your work.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, it really does.
Yeah.
And you know, you can feel really proud of something like that, can't you?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And it's $12.95, and it's just beautiful. And I tell you, bear in mind, hang on a minute, we're talking about 5 pendants. So what is that? 3, 6, 9, 12. It's less than, what, £2? I'm thinking about I'm trying to work that out in my head. £2.59. Oh, I've got it right. Oh, £2.59. I've just worked that out. Samantha said, could you make a ring with it? Yeah, you could, couldn't you, Samantha? Gemma. I'm looking at Gemma and Samantha's name's come. You could make a ring with that, definitely, couldn't you?
Yeah, I can't see why not. Yeah, you could attach it in. It would even be nice to have it with a bit of movement, so you sort of do your wishbone style ring and then have it almost dangling. Claire showed some beautiful rings like that last night on the show.
You could, yeah, absolutely, Sam. 100%. Definitely make a ring out of that. And earrings, oh gosh, those as earrings with all the light coming through. Earrings, pendants, bracelet, ring, definitely, without question. £2.59. Now, if you manage to get the sterling silver necklace that you had earlier for £7.95, or the 1 metre that we went to £14.95, you could create very cost-effective, very high-end shop window jewellery there. As I said, with a huge markup if you chose to sell your jewellery. Well done, £12.95. Just making sure. That's incredible. That is incredible. 5 pendants. Now, bear in mind, when we brought the serenite to you on Monday, they flew out the door and we were at £17.95, and we've just taken another £5 off the price there to go with the Rajasthan garnet. That's an amazing deal. Absolutely amazing deal. Wow. I'm keeping those. So I'm going to go and get one of those. My birthday. Can't help myself. Right then. Oh, now. Is this the one? It is. Right. Labradorite. Earlier on today, when I was going through the show with my lovely producer Phil, I took this labradorite strand and I just literally walked three feet away, held it into natural daylight, and it's the first time ever that I've personally seen such an incredible amount of purple in a labradorite. And I'm talking rare to get purple. To get purple in a labradorite. Now, I haven't got any natural light in the studio, but you can see the purple already. I'll just twist it round for you. I'm going to get, there we go. See, look. There we go. Oh, there. Look at that. Gemma, I've never seen purple to that degree in a labradorite.
No, nor me. You hear about it, don't you?
You hear about it.
You get that elusive.
You wonder if it's a
little
myth, don't you?
Yeah, and sometimes you get that elusive little tiny fleck. That's amazing.
That is, look at it. The whole third of the side of the labradorite is purple.
Wow.
Never seen. I mean, every single one, look at that. It's got like a lightning strike through it. It's got some reds. It's got some yellows, it's got some greens, but that level of purple all the way down the one side is just simply stunning. And they're totally natural, very exotic, these from India. Now, as I say, it doesn't matter which one I show you. Look at that. I mean, that looks as though the sun has got caught within that labradorite, doesn't it? I mean, that is, and again, you've got hints of pink there, look, this is what I love about labradorite, look. You've got all that beautiful sort of silvery black veins throughout the gem. And can you see that lovely that glitter, look? Look at that. Can you see, look, as the light hits, it's like when the sun hits freshly laid snow and it glitters. Oh, it's just, and again, all the way down the strand, even if I take you to the smallest one on the end, look, you've still got all that incredible, oh, hang on, did you see rare turquoise then as well? Look, on the edge, the turquoise. Gosh almighty, this is the most extraordinary strand of labradorite. One of the best I've ever seen. Look at that, it's incredible. And yet we've not given it an extraordinary, well, we have given it an extraordinary price point. We've put nowhere near where we should be. Do you know, oh, Shirley, she said it's like an enchanted forest. Oh, what a lovely explanation. That is perfect. Fab show, girls. Oh, thank you, Shirley. Yeah, I just cannot get my breath on the amount of purple. I just literally, I've never seen it in all, and I own a couple of big labradorites. They've got some lovely pink in, which is rare, but I'm just going to get the light to hit that again. I'll turn it around for you. Just going to show you that purple. Look at that, look. That is incredible. I've never seen anything like it. It's looking a bit more pink there, but I tell you what, you wait till you get this in. In fact, if you get this home, you've got your 30-day money-back guarantee, just message me about that level of purple, will you? Because it really is. I couldn't get, I literally turned around to my producer and I went, look at that. That's incredible. It's chocolate box purple. Oh, Gemma, I'm smitten.
Yeah, I need those.
I need those. That is an I need, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
not an
it
I
is.
want. That's incredible. Look at it again, look at it. I can't stop doing that. I'm so sorry. Everybody's like, Zena, show us another one. Look at it though. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's not even a hint of purple, is it? It's really
It's full on in your face,
purple.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Just incredible. I'll show you on the neckline as well. Now, it's a big carat weight, because each one of those is a standalone labradorite pendant, isn't it? Look at that. And then look, every single one of them, look, is extraordinary. And look, as you turn on the side, it's like a, look at it, it's like, now look at that. Can you see the one in the centre of my neckline? And that to me looks as though it's like a landmass with all the waves breaking. Can you see what I mean, look?
Yeah.
Or like a lightning strike. It's every single one of those is just, look at it, they're magical. Now, if those last 10 don't go, I'm going to be last 9 rather, absolutely shocked. Yeah, I will, because that for me is I tell you what, if you've been waiting and you've been watching Jewellery Maker for a while now and you've still yet to buy a strand of Labradorite and you've been holding out thinking, which one's the best? Which one, if I can only afford one, which one should I go for? In my opinion, out of all the Labradorite I've seen, that is one of the top 10 strands of Labradorite I've ever had on Jewellery Maker since May 2015. It's incredible. Incredible. They're amazing. Sorry, I don't want to put them down. They're lovely. Right. Ooh, these are love. Ooh. Now, we're just talking, weren't we, about walking in an enchanted forest. These, I've not got many of these, by the way. I've got 3 strands of them. But these, you know, I think I don't know if you're like me sometimes, when I see a really good rainbow, if I'm in the car, I'll pull over and I'll get my phone with the camera on and I'll take a picture, because we're lucky now, aren't we, that a lot of our phones these days and technology that we have with us have a built-in camera, don't they? Whereas before, you used to have to actually physically carry a camera around with you. Now this, look, can you see? We've given you a very low stock, I'm afraid. They are rainbow shells. They've got this smooth round, we call it a plain round, but I'm not calling those plain, I just can't do it. We're going to give you buy one, get 2 free, because they're $6.95. We're not supposed to go below $6.95 when it's not clearance, are we? That's just not the done thing. Now look at that. I mean, even without any spaces of any kind, look at all those colours, look. I've only got 12 left, by the way, so if you've just fallen in love with this rainbow, greens, blues, look, purples, yellows, some golds in there as well. 3 of the Fave Rave size, 6mm rounds. I've got 4 left. Oh, hang on, you want to see the list? Oh, I'm ever so sorry. Lucinda, John and Susan, E, Wendy collected, Vivian, Rachel, you've got to be ever so quick, my lovelies. Sorry. They've gone. I'll tell you what though, should we give you some rainbow hematite? So if you're thinking, oh yeah, I love a rainbow. They're never there for long, are they?
No.
You know, you stand there and you gawp at them and you take your photo and they're gone. And that's why I think we all fall in love with anything that's rainbow forever, because you know, you can capture that beauty forever. Now, Mark Smith made me a rainbow hematite bracelet, and I tell you what, I wear it all the time. And it got some of these lovely tubes in it as well, because it's so versatile, because it literally, doesn't matter, you think you've got yellows, blues, pinks, greens, golds, it can half go with a lot of outfits in your wardrobe.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, it took me a while, you know. At first I wasn't sure.
Were you in denial?
Yeah, I wasn't sure about them. And then something happened. I had them in a kit and it just lifts, they just lift your jewellery. It looks so exotic.
Yeah.
You know, if you put it with, I like it with antique bronze, because it's sort of, or the antique golds, because it sort of just takes it away from being too shiny, you know? So I absolutely love it. I absolutely love those.
Beautiful, isn't it? Hang on, I haven't even looked at the prop. What are you doing, Phil? Phil, it's not clearance anymore. That was the weekend, love. I don't think he's read the email. Oh, but there you go. I tell you what, $5.95, and that's a heck of a strand. 215 carats there of lovely rainbow hematite somewhere over the rainbow. Oh, and it's all full of promise and dreams and magic and. But what I love about that as well is I mean, it's high end, it's luxurious, it's got all that lovely luster, it's got all those lovely colours of the rainbow. But again, it's a bit of flirtatious fun as well.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is fun.
Bit cheeky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Bit like you, Gemma.
Yeah. What, cheeky?
Fun and full of flirtatious fun.
Right.
You can have all of those accolades laid at your door, young lady.
Yeah.
She knows what I'm talking about. 215 carats of and I love these. They're like big, sort of fluffy, puffy rice beads, aren't they? They're lovely. I think they're fab. Gents could wear those. My producer just said he'd wear these.
Yeah. I think that especially the tubes.
Yeah, I love the
They'd
tubes.
be nice. They'd hide nicely and give a little bit of interest in amongst some stackers, or do them like a ladder style bracelet. They'd
Yeah,
look
that's
nice
exactly
like
what Mark did for me. Looks really cool.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. I can't quite believe. Oh, we've got a Zena in Nottinghamshire. Oh, and I've never spoken to Zena in Nottinghamshire. Hello, fellow Zena. You like your name because you put your name in big capitals. Z-E-N-A. Incredible. Oh, is that our lovely Lois in Florida? Oh, I have missed you. She said, I've just tuned in and I'm so happy to see you, Zena. I have missed you. Oh, thank you. I've really missed everybody being off poorly. It's been horrible. She then, Gemma, she went, I always love to see your work. JM is just the best.
Yes, it is. Oh, thanks.
Do you know, we agree with that, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Absolutely.
We're with you, Lois. We think Jewellery Maker is the best.
When I'm not here, I'm watching.
Annie, we do, don't we? When we're not here. Every time my fellow switches the telly on, he said, have you been watching Jewellery Maker again? I go, yeah, watching all my friends.
That's it. It's like you're having your friends at home,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's the gang, isn't it?
Yeah.
Seeing what your mate's up to. Oh, Lois, thank you for messaging in. That is really sweet of you. You are lovely. You are. Lovely. Ooh, fancy going for a swim? I haven't been for a swim for ages.
No, me. I used to go 7:30 every 6 every morning.
So why don't you now then?
Just haven't had time recently.
Oh, too busy making jewellery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All sorts. But I am taking Tom back. We've made a commitment.
Have you?
Yeah.
I do like going for a swim. I look at those. Now that for me has got all the different colours. It's got swimming pool blues, it's got sea greens, it's tropical. Big carat weight as well. 3 double strands. How much is that? 360. How many carat? 2, 4, 6, 500. Yeah, 540 carats, isn't it? 540 carats, and we've gone to, well, 3. I was just going to say, we've gone to a really good price. He's going again. He's doing another buy one, get 2 free. You wouldn't be allowed to do that in the everyday retail world, would you? Buy one, get 1 free was always amazing. Bog off, wasn't it? Buy one, get 1 free. But buy one, get 2 free. I just don't think you'd get away with it anywhere else, would you?
No. I've never seen it anywhere else.
I love Appetite as well.
Yeah, and me. Appetite's one of my favourite blue
Is
gemstones.
it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it because it can differ between the greens and the blues, like Paraiba tourmaline. And I love it because you put that with silver, you put it with yellow gold, rose gold, copper. It's irrelevant. It just works.
Yeah, it does. It works with everything.
Yeah.
It's sort of got a warmth to it. Yeah. Love it.
Can it? Now, if you're looking at that thinking, that looks amazing, but where are the 540 carats? They are 83 centimetres in length. Double strands. That is phenomenal. And again, you've only got to, even if you want to do something really simple, if you're looking at these thinking, what could I possibly do? Just a simple twist. And all the magic look of the greens and the blues and the I mean, look at that big one in the centre there. Look at that. It just glows, doesn't it? Absolutely, with like an inner, it's like an inner lantern. And it just erupts into light. It's like the light switch has just gone on.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
They're beautiful. I can't believe these deals. I mean, gosh, I tell you what, I get amazed when I'm on Jewellery Maker at the best of times. When I've had a week off and I come back and I still see us doing things like this, I think, how can we do it day in, day out, 7 days a week? I mean, you marvel, don't you? That's an incredible deal. Giveaway. So, I've got a massive long list of you yet to check out. And the only thing is, when we do deals like this at $6.95, they're such giveaway prices, they do tend to sell out. So if you don't sort of want to kick yourself and think, oh, I wish I'd got them, you do need to check out quickly. All right, my lovelies, so good luck. Well done. Now, again, we bring you lots of different mounts for the half-drilled gemstones, so the work's already done for you, whether that be the butterfly earring posts with the backs, earring studs with the pendants we bring you, with the rings that we bring you, majority of which are in solid sterling silver as well. And what we do is we bring you these half-drilled gemstones, okay? And what we've got here, if I just pop them onto my, I need a little dish for those. Hang on a second, is there a dish? No. Okay, so you're going to get 5 of each. Okay, just put my Rajasthan garnet to one side. They are 8mm rounds. And I've got clear quartz for you. There's 5 of those. There's 5 of the amethyst for you. And 5 faceted lapis lazuli. Okay? So there are 15 gemstones in total. And they're all 8mm. Okay, so if I can just show you these, pop them into little sections there for you. These are trying to roll down. Stop rolling down. Okay, so beautiful bubbles of gorgeous, really clear, glass-like, gorgeous. But obviously with it being Jewellery Maker, it's obviously genuine gemstones. But that lovely, sharp, clear, beautiful white quartz. Then you've got the amethyst, gorgeous amethyst, half drilled, as I said, and I'll try and show you the drill hole in a second. And then your faceted, which are just gorgeous. In fact, I'll just pick one up and show you here. Faceted lapis lazuli. So 15 genuine gemstones in those gorgeous rounds, faceted lapis lazuli, your white quartz and your amethyst for just $7.95. Now what I'll do is I'll open one up and see, well I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll try and turn one so you can see the actual drill hole, but they're all half drilled for you. There we go, I've just seen one, so let me just get the claw onto it so you can have a little, she says. Come on, Claw, don't stop working on me now. Typical. It's just stopped working. My day today, is it? Oh, right, I'll hold it in my fingers for you. Hang on a second. Just so you can see the drill hole. Can you see that? Have I got it in the camera? Where's it gone? There it is. Little monster. Roll that in. So I'll just turn it for you, look. So there's your half drilled. So that will sit beautifully. Now we did have the E6000 glue earlier for you, so if you did manage to get that. So if you've got any of our, so obviously the drill hole actually goes halfway into the gemstone. Okay, so you just pop a little bit of glue on whatever you're actually putting it onto. Yeah, I would just think, the other thing as well, Gemma, you could put some sort of like a head pin or something into there as well. It doesn't have to go onto a ready-made mount, does it?
No, that's right. I mean, one of the things when you're a wire worker is you do your embellishments with wire, and you want sometimes just a bead on the end of your wire.
That's what I'm thinking.
But you can't unless it's half drilled or you have the wire poking out. So they're perfect for that
endings. As well, aren't they? Yeah, exactly. I was just thinking that. So because I was just sitting there thinking, well, what do you do? How can you utilise them if you haven't got any of the actual mounts with the half-drilled mounts? But that's irrelevant.
You don't use them. Don't need them.
Pop it onto your wire.
When I do the bouquets, I always want little gemstones sort of just springing out just in little dots.
Yeah.
And those are perfect just to glue onto your stems, you know?
Oh gosh, yeah, and again your fascinators, and because we're all talking about here at Jewellery Maker, one of our teams going to the races and just having a bit of fun and having a nice day out. But yeah, you tend to wear, that's when I tend to wear a nice hair comb or fascinator or something. And if you just had one of those on some memory wire or something as well, that'd look lovely, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would look really lovely.
Lovely idea. Now they're nearly gone. How many have I got left, Phil? Oh, hang on. Joan, Carola, Olwyn, Carol, Mary, Collector in Leicestershire, Margaret in Gwent, Caroline in Warwickshire, Vicky in Middlesex, just to name but a few. I've only got 6 left. Okay, brilliant deal there. Brilliant, brilliant deal. And the fact that they're half drilled for you is fantastic. So well done, everybody. Yeah, thank you, Gemma, lovely girl. Oh, now. These are beautiful. And if you've got any of our, I know we had some on the show on Monday, if you've got any of our blue lace agate, then they go beautifully with these. Blue lace agate, we had some lovely rounds on Monday. 8mm rounds, if I remember correctly. They were just, now look, this is what is so fascinating about chalcedony and the agates and the jaspers, is the fact that they're not flat, they're not just a matte, they shimmer, and they're feminine, and they're just dreamy. I mean, when I drove to work today, and I saw a tree full of buds of blossom just about to erupt, and I thought, gosh, that's a bit early, but obviously we've had quite a mild winter, haven't we? And it just that promise of spring and everything new and coming into bud, and the days getting longer and warmer and sunnier, and this for me is, I mean, Gemma, classic, our guest designer today, Gemma Crow, very stylish, very fashionable, Denim shirts are back in.
Oh yeah.
Big style.
Yeah.
So fun. What would we expect anything less than Gemma Crow, straight bang on trend, and she's got the denim shirt on. Wouldn't this go nice with denim?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was
Wouldn't
thinking,
it?
yeah, it would look nice with denim and really give it that feminine, you know, edge then.
Yeah,
But,
exactly. Because denim shirts, they're really cool and really fashionable, but I do think I like to put something really feminine with them.
Yeah,
For me.
I mean, it's you know, you can either go for your quite, you know, your leathers and your woods,
Yep.
can't you?
Yep.
Or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
something quite delicate like that.
But they are lush. I'd go sterling silver with those personally. I think they're fab. I love them as well because you've got those when you have the really long necklace and just have sort of 2 or 3 of those on a big long neckline, right down on sort of the chest line. They look really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, almost like feathers. They're quite feather-like, aren't they? They're the sort of gems that make me sigh. It's that sort of.
Yeah, exactly.
They're so peaceful. I
Yeah,
think.
they're tranquil.
Yeah.
Oh, I love them. I just love them. Now they are blue chalcedonies. You've got 840 carats there. 840 carats. Now, if you're looking at those thinking, are they dyed? No. That is full on Mother Nature. Now, and Barbara, thank you for messaging in. Look, you're in what a beautiful place in the world you live. In Cumbria. She said they look like blue lace agate. I totally agree with you, Barbara. I had to check the system when I came in today because I said they've got to be blue lace agate.
Are they not?
No, they're actually well. Blue lace agate is part of the Chalcedony family, so they do look very similar. But no, it is actually just a full-on Chalcedony.
I really thought
I
it
did.
was blue agate. I wouldn't have even doubted it. Yeah.
I thought they were blue lace agate. Absolutely, they're incredible. Now Susan in Wiltshire. Do you know Susan? We're all the same. We can't wait. She said, "What time, Zine, are the popcorn chains coming up? There are 3 necklaces. There are 3 bracelets, 6-part kit." And I tell you now, I've got my pre-order in. My boyfriend is waiting. I've told him they are coming up just after the break at 3 o'clock. So about 5 past 3. And I tell you now, you think they look, I mean, they look amazing on their own. Whether you wear 1, 2 or 3 as we've got on the bus there, we've got the bracelets as well. But when you see the jewellery that Gemma Crow has designed and created with these popcorn necklaces and bracelets, it'll just amaze you. And the deal, as I said, I looked on high street stores before I came on air today, and I saw 16-inch, 18-inch, 20-inch of these. I looked online. I looked on some of the big jewellery stores as well, and you're talking a minimum of £20-25 each for the necklaces. And if I were to tell you that we're going to take the whole lot, dare I tell you this? Am I allowed to say, Phil, that we're going under a price? We're going under 30. So if you think about it, if you went into a high street, and as I just said, £25 each for those. I've just looked online. I've just looked and had a look. £25 each. That would be £75 just for the necklaces. And I'm going under 30 for 3 necklaces and 3 bracelets, guaranteed. So time-wise, sorry, Susan, I'm yakking on about them. I'm so excited. We're going to do them in about 10 minutes. All right, my lovely. About 10 minutes. Okay. Right, what we do next, sorry? Oh, do you know what's just happening? My producer said, right, Zena, he said, I'm going to do something very unusual. He said, I'm going to keep you on your toes. He said, we're doing an impromptu star bite. I don't even know what it is. Do you know, he's hidden this from me, you little monkey. Oh, no, this is, oh, gosh. I've got to measure this. Do you mind? Oh, my word. Well, I'm guessing we're saying 40 centimetres. Oh, yeah, typical Jewellery Maker, we've got 42 centimetres. Oh, I'm just checking. Are you all right, Gemma? She's having a little coughing fit over there. Are you choking on how beautiful this is? You all right? Oh, have a little drink. No, not the gin, Gemma. Sorry. I've set myself off now. Now then, we have got, oh my goodness me, this is why he's kept it from me. It's garnet, but not as you know it. This is the incredible, do you know that every location is really, really particular for a gemstone. If you think about cashmere sapphire, you think of Sokoto aquamarine, you think of Zambian emerald, Siberian emerald, Colombian emerald. There are locations, Ceylon sapphire. There are locations that are so important for the particular, and each location is particular shade of colour for a gemstone. Mozambique garnet is, in my opinion, one of the most outstanding locations that delivers the most phenomenal grade of garnet. Now that's why we have given this an incredible facet. We've made sure that every single one of those has been hand faceted, hand drilled, and then exquisitely colour matched and size matched on this strand. Please, please, please don't forget to add your authenticity gift card to your order with this one for a mere 25 pence. And if you do sell your jewellery, give the authenticity gift card away and work that 25 pence cost into the price of you creating your jewellery. This is absolutely natural. I'm going to hold this out for you because the depth of colour, I mean, you can understand why garnet has been confused for ruby over the years, can't you? I mean, you could easily pass that off as ruby, couldn't you? Look at it. Oh, and if you manage to get that beautiful sparkling topaz connector earlier, or any of the sterling silver charms. I mean, you imagine the lotus charm hanging on there. If you manage to get those sterling silver marquise connectors with the Rajasthan garnet, you incorporate it with this, and it would just look sensational. I've got a massive, very unusual as well for us to put Mozambique in a 40 centimetre strand. Now, $27.95 for that length of garnet would be outstanding from this location. Mozambique garnet, I don't think I've ever again bought you such a strand. I don't think I've ever seen Mozambique garnet on Jewellery Maker, if I can recall. But we've been allowed by the management to give you an extraordinary saving of just going to $21.95. I mean, look at that. You don't even need me to talk you through this. You can see with your own eyes. Isn't that stupendously gorgeous, Gemma?
It is stunning.
Oh,
absolutely. I love garnet.
I love it.
It keeps growing on me. The more I work with it, the more I love it.
And that's the thing, it's very addictive, garnet.
It is. It really is. And I've got all the different colours now, and I just adore it. Absolutely adore it.
It's fascinating, I think, garnet, because it comes in such a different array of colours. But I tell you now, some people prefer the orange of the spessartite, some people prefer the very unusual colour of the ambanja demantoid garnet, some people love the green garnet with the savarite, some people love the red garnet, some people love the purple garnet. That for me is a true garnet, pure pigeon blood red.
That's
what I think of garnet.
Yeah, that's the one in my nan's engagement ring. That's,
exactly, yeah.
That's the colour I think of. And it's just stunning.
And the thing is, what I'm going to ask you to do, and I ask you to do this every time, especially when you've got a garnet like this, the second you unwrap it, when you get it home, you've got your 30-day money-back guarantee, go straight outside, ideally balanced daylight, so as the sun's sort of fully in the sky, around about midday, get it on it, because certainly in the UK, certainly in West Midlands and Warwickshire this week, the last few days, raining today, but the last couple of days have been phenomenal sunshine. Just do that and take that outside, because it's such an, you know when you get a daffodil and it's gone from the little tiny bulb and it's gone into that full trumpet, full-on, full-bloom daffodil, and it's open and it's trumpeting yellow at you. Do you know what I'm talking about? That's what this will do with the red. It will trumpet red at you. It will literally explode into colour. It really, really will. You will be bowled over by the quality of that Mozambique garnet. And if you've never seen Mozambique garnet, please use your 30-day money-back guarantee. And if you don't fall in love with this strand, then, well, I just don't see how you can't, if you don't mind me saying that. I just don't see how you can't. So Joanne, Lynn, Amanda, Jacqueline, good luck. I'm going to go and try and save my guest designer because she sounds like she's struggling. So I'm going to go and get her a nice drink. I'm going to give her a little sweetie to chew on, or some fresh pineapple to help her stop choking, and because you've got a demonstration to do and you wait. These popcorn chains, the necklaces and the bracelets, all 6 of them guaranteed going under 30. Fantastic deal coming up after the break.
Do you want to tell everyone about the great purchase you've made from Jewellery Maker? Do you want to shout about the great service you've received? Then why not download the Jewellery Maker's Viewer's Voice app, available for iPhone or Android, and record a video that could be played on Jewellery Maker. Simply search Jewellery Maker Viewer's Voice in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download our Viewer's Voice app straight to your phone or tablet. You can record as many videos as you like and send them straight to us here at Jewellery Maker. All you have to do is then carry on watching us as usual and wait for your video to be played. Download the JM Viewer's Voice app and you could be the next face we see here on Jewellery Maker.
Now, in terms of value, gold fluctuates massively. Maybe some would say not as much as the stock market or housing prices, but it does fluctuate quite a lot. In fact, it's come down a little bit over the recent year or two, but the long-term trend tends to be upwards. And the interesting thing about gold, of course, is most gold in the world is used in jewellery. A lot of people think it's used in other things as well, which is true. It's even used to put sunblocks on windows in big office blocks. But most of the world's gold is in jewellery. It's been worn. And the great fact I heard recently was that something like 99% of all the gold ever uncovered is still in jewellery today, which is amazing. Just gets, you can melt it down, you can reuse it, you can melt it down, you can reuse it, and so on and so forth. So the gold in your wedding band or in anything you buy might have been Cleopatra might have been wearing it. Who knows? It might have been recycled 100 times.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. The excitement starts right now. If you've just joined us and I tell you you've just switched on, you couldn't have chosen a better time, I tell you, because this next kit, and it comes in 2 parts, but the first part of the kit with the popcorn chains has caused the biggest stir in this building since I've been on Jewellery Maker, on anything I've ever seen, okay? When they came into the warehouse, we've had to fight the warehouse to physically get them into the building, because everybody said, right, when are they on? How much are they going to be? When can I get them? We've had that many texts and emails. I myself have even messaged my boyfriend today saying, right, after 3 o'clock, please be watching and please get me one, because I think they are gorgeous, whether you keep them for yourself, whether you make them into jewellery, wear them standalone, incorporate your favourite pendant. They are amazing. The warning is, and it is a warning, because the reason we put the number up there is to be very transparent. I've got 100. That's it. I have got 100. Okay, now, firstly, I'll show you the 3 together. Now, they're all the same length, but because they've got that very generous extender on the back of the popcorn chain, you can have them in different lengths. And all we've done there is attach them and secure them at different lengths. So the first one at the top obviously is on the shortest. Then we've sort of gone halfway down, and then half the stock's gone already, by the way. Now, these are what are known as a popcorn chain. Now, I've looked at high street jewellers, and they're very well-known brands before I came on in. I've looked online as well to make sure, give you a real, true sort of representation of what they're going for. The necklace, per necklace, currently for a popcorn chain, between 16 and 20 inch, is 20 to 25 pounds. Now, they've nearly gone. I'm bringing you 3 necklaces and 3 bracelets. You can wear them on their own for real, beautiful design. They're sleek. They're elegant. This, for me, encompasses the quality and sophistication of Italian jewellery. We've got, as I said, the matching bracelets. So you've got 3 sets there of the bracelet and the necklace. Look at that. Can I tell you now, if I daren't even look at my screen to see if my boyfriend's got me one, because I don't want to do the rest of the show disappointed, just in case, because they've gone.
That's it. They've all gone already.
They've gone. We knew they would. We just knew they would. They are, and they're lovely and lightweight as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're lightweight, but they're not.
But they don't. Exactly, they're perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
But they look like they might be heavy, but they're not uncomfortably heavy. They're perfect.
They are perfect. Yeah, great for hanging. Your pendants, like your wire wrap pendants, because you do need something substantial to hang them on.
I've got a labradorite pendant that somebody made for me, and I either now put it on. If he's got me one, I'm going to put it on there, or I wear it on one of our more our talk necklaces, because I just worry that a chain might not quite be strong enough. It doesn't feel doesn't look right. I don't think. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what. Every single one of you, and I'm dare not look in case my fella hasn't got me one, but well done. And when you sit, can I just show this before we do the rest of the kit? Can I just give you one example of what Gemma's done with this incredible popcorn chain? And you will be able to recreate this necklace. Gemma's going to show you the technique on how to make it. It's beautiful with the pearls, absolutely gorgeous. Really, I can't wait to see you show us how to work with it.
I know.
I cannot wait.
It's so simple, and because it's so lovely, the temptation is just to leave them as they are.
Yeah, I'm going to keep. If I've managed to get one, I'm going to keep one and the bracelet on its own.
Yeah,
and then work with the other 2.
Yeah, I mean they're just so lovely.
Oh.
But they'll work together so well, and they snake so nicely. There's so much you can do with them.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll give you congratulations to congratulations to every single one of you, and hopefully including myself, because they're amazing. Right then, so what we'll do, we've given you some very sort of spring-like gemstones, I think, to go with this design.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah, really pretty. So I'm going to show you these next. I'll show you all the gemstones first, and then we'll show you the findings. And again, what Gemma's done with these beautiful gemstones incorporated into the designs are fantastic. Now, what we've got here is we've got. Hang on a second, I can't reach my. Sorry, everybody. I'm just getting myself all organised over here. Let's have a little move. Right then, okay, let's start again. So we've got white cultured pearls, freshwater cultured pearls, 8x7mm in the Baroque. We've got beautiful. We have spoilt you. We've got morganite. Natural morganite, Gemma.
Yeah, I know, it's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it?
And I tell you now, Gemma has created the most, and I'm sure she won't mind me saying this, the most simplistic pearl bracelet. So, simplistic pearl bracelet with the morganite. And we both commented on that bracelet earlier, and we just said, didn't we? We said sometimes it's the simplest designs are the most beautiful.
They are, and then when you've got such exquisite stones like that as well, you really don't want to go. You don't want to make it too fussy. You know, you just want to keep it nice and simple. Let the stones speak for themselves.
Yeah. Now, as well, I am genuinely in shock on what I'm presenting to you now. I've never seen this on Jewellery Maker. I've seen it only a handful of times in 3 years of presenting. Whenever I've had a loose green kunzite on Gem Collector, instant sellout. We've only gone and given you not only freshwater cultured pearls, not only morganite natural, we've also gone green kunzite as well. Gemma, we must love you, mustn't we?
Yeah, you must.
Hey?
Do you know what? I didn't know that was kunzite.
Green.
I'm glad I didn't know. I might have been scared to work with it.
Yeah, green kunzite. Do you know how rare that is? How many of you have ever seen green kunzite?
Well, you know, it was reminding me, the colours reminded me a little bit of fluorite, and I was thinking, is it fluorite? But then there's like a pearlescence in it.
Yeah.
That
it's
I
classed
didn't
as
recognise.
Do you know, it's a phosphorescence.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, and basically what that means is it's one of those very rare gemstones that phosphorescence, basically, it grabs all the light, so it sort of absorbs all the sunlight and then it locks it in.
Yeah, I think you can tell that.
Oh.
You know, it is gorgeous.
It is incredible. Now, we're not stopping there, okay? Now, as you can see, we've only got 46 of these kits remaining, so this is not going to be enough to go around at all. To get the rarity of green kunzite and natural morganite. Now, morganite's gone up 500% in 6 months, and it continues to go up and up and up and up in price. Steve Bennett will tell you, when he goes to a gem trade fair now, first thing he's got on his list is morganite, and if you can get it, but you know, at the prices we've been able to bring it to you before, very, very unlikely these days. So what we're also going to bring you is a findings kit and some wire, okay? So 3 meters each of the wire. Sorry, okay, it's 3 meters of silver-plated copper wire, but it's 0.5 mil and 6 mil, but the good news is it's the square wire. I love square wire.
I like square. I'm liking the square wire as well. I'm using it much more recently. It is lovely. It works really well with the kunzite shapes because it's got that sort of jaggedy, edgy texture.
Yeah, and each wire's got its own personality, but square wire, for me, it just adds that lovely contemporary edge. It's just, I love it. And look at the lustre coming off that. Yeah. That's incredible. Beautiful silver-plated wire there, and full square wire as well. And the good news is we've got some findings for you as well. We've got 90-piece findings kit, and we've got everything you could wish for. We've got an entire metre of the chain there for you. Okay? So a whole metre of the chain. Oh gosh, look, we've only got 34 left.
Oh dear.
Okay, so we've got a metre of the chain. Okay, so a whole metre of the silver plated, and that's what we class as the extender chain. Okay, a whole metre of that. Oh gosh, look, that price as well. We're not stopping at £41.80. So if you're all checking out, trying to get hold of them to get, do you know what? Even at £41.80, I'd go that just for the green kunzite. I genuinely would.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I would.
With it being, I've never worked with it, and I've been here all this time.
Yeah.
It's got to be really rare, hasn't it?
Absolutely. £29.95. My producers, how long you worked here, Phil? 2 years. He said, I've never seen green kunzite ever. That's how rare it is. I don't think we've ever seen a morganite in a kit either, natural as well. That's incredible. So a metre of the chain. We've also got toggle clasp, square toggle clasp, twisted toggle clasp, round toggle clasp. We've got shepherd hook earrings. We've got those beautiful ear wires as well. We've even got in that kit the ever desirable, ever very much needed feather head pins as well. So featherweight head pins. And we've got the lovely little, the classic ball head pins. And then there's lovely little floral designs as well. They're pretty. So 3 sets of head pins. You've got your featherweight, as I said, featherweight head pins. We've also got these, I love these lovely ear wires. I think they're so beautiful.
Yeah, lovely. And they're great as connectors as well.
They're great, aren't they? You can do so much with these, can't you?
Yeah.
Don't have to stick with earrings. And then the good news is as well, in addition to all that, we've got some lovely spacers. We've got jump rings. Just check it. They are open jump rings.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
I can confirm.
Yeah, they are. Just double checking. Yeah, so open jump rings. We've got some crimps. We've got some crimp covers. And we've got these lovely spacers. If I can just get my tweezers. Love those spaces.
I love these spaces.
They're gorgeous, Gemma.
Because they're really nice and big, and they got a great luster.
Great drill hole as well.
They work really great with the popcorn chain as well, because it gives you that sort of continuity through the
They're
kit.
lush. Yeah, you're right. Look at that luster, Gemma.
Yeah, they're cracking.
They're brilliant. Look at the size of that drill hole as well. That is just brilliant to work with. They're lovely. Look, you can see we're down to nearly single figures on the kit. It's green kunzite, would you believe? I know it's an absolute incredible. Might be a first for the majority of you here on Jewellery Maker today. We've got a 90-piece findings kit, all silver plated. We've got natural morganite. We've got beautiful Baroque pearls. I've got 20 people with this kit in their baskets, so I'm double over the, well, I'm over allocated by twice, quite simply. You've got natural, now you think, I mean, goodness gracious me, natural morganite pearls and green kunzite. That for me, $29.95. Forget the 90-piece findings kit in silver plated. Forget the 2 sets of, 6 meters of square wire as well. Honestly, $29.95 for that amount of green kunzite, and I'm talking 130 carats. Anybody that collects gemstones, anybody that's a collector of gemstones, you don't need me to tell you, just for the kunzite alone, $29.95 is a extraordinary deal. Okay, I'll leave the last 8 kits with you. Now, gosh, what a way to start a Wednesday. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Now, would you please, for all the 100 people, well, it might not be 100 people because a lot of people had a multi-buy on those popcorn chains. Yeah. For those of you that did get them, and hopefully myself, will you please show us what we could possibly do with them, gorgeous face?
Well, yeah. I'm going to show you a couple of the designs. Yeah. Because the one, if I show you the one really quickly first, it's so simple that it'd be silly for me not to show you.
Good. I like simple because I'm still learning.
Yeah. So what I've done is I've got my popcorn chain. I've got 2 of the necklaces.
Yeah.
Necklace lengths. The one I'm going to keep complete with the clasp and everything attached.
Beautifully finished as well, isn't it?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And they're really strong as well, because I've really played with these, trying to see what I can get out of them, and they're extremely strong.
So they're really durable as well.
Yeah, so even when I've bent them and knotted them and all sorts, I've taken them apart and they've come back to life perfectly. Okay, so then the second one, what I've done is I've taken the clasp, I've taken from another chain, which I'm going to use later, taken the lobster claw off of one side, and just put that to the side, and then taken the extender from another chain, from a different one, and popped it on there. So I've actually got an extender chain on both ends.
Got you. Yeah.
Now, if you're not going to use your chains in the same way I have, then you might want to save these, but you can always add in a bit of chain from your
because you've got that 1 metre extended chain in the kit, haven't you?
Yeah. It's just I knew that I was going to use the chains differently, so I didn't need them all anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so I folded this one in half. This one with the first one here, just leave the toggle, the clasp at the top end, and take this one. I'm going to lay it over the top like so that the loop's there, the ends are at the other side, and then take these tails and bring them through the loop. Okay, so we're just making that shape.
Yeah.
And then when we pull it down.
Oh gosh, look how effective that is, Gemma.
Do you know what I've done?
Lovely.
I've put it on another necklace, not a bracelet. You don't need the whole length of a necklace.
Oh, so you've done the bracelet in core.
Sorry, I've got everything set up here. Apart from that one. Right, so pretend I've got my extender on
We'll
that
pretend.
side.
We understand what. Yeah, so just pretend there's an extender on each.
Sorry. Right. Okay.
It's all right. We'll let you off, Gem.
Thanks.
We'll let you off, Gemma.
Okay, so exactly the same. Got your necklace length there, then your bracelet length just like that. So you cross the loops over, and then you take the tails through, like so. Okay. So there's our ends, and then try and keep these ends the same length.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep it neat and tidy.
So then we've got this shape formed.
That's gorgeous.
Okay, now it will come undone really easily, so you can't. That's not enough. That's not enough just to leave it like that. You do need to secure it.
Okay.
But I also wanted to pop a little embellishment in the centre, so I made a beady bead.
Brilliant with the pearls.
Yeah, with the pearls, because that just sat lovely in that knot.
Lovely, yeah.
Okay, so I've made the beady bead on monofilament.
Okay.
if there's time, I can show you how to do a beady bead, but it is on our website,
Okay.
so you can find out how to do that on there, and in the Get Started booklet.
Yeah.
So just lay that into position there, and then if you make your beady bead with plenty of monofilaments, you've got lots of long tails, what I'm then going to do is, holding that in place,
Yeah.
I'm going to take the tails of my monofilament and just thread them through the popcorn chain.
Oh, and almost sew it onto it.
And sew it through. So what you want to make sure you're doing is going through the one part of the chain and through the
And
other.
the other part.
So that is catching them both.
Yeah.
If you just give it a good wiggle, it will pop through. Okay.
Wiggle it just a little bit.
That's it. You can sing along if you want to. Right. So that one's in there, and then you make sure you do the same on the other side.
Okay. While Gemma's just sewing this beady bead of pearls, can I just say I've got 16 people with that kit, including the green kunzite and the natural morganite and the pearls, and the 90-piece findings kit, and the 2 reels of 3 meters each of the square wire silver plated. In fact, I've just been told over 20 people with it in their baskets, and I've only got 2 left at a reduced $29.95. So good luck on checking out.
It's no surprise that it's not going to last long, is it?
Green kunzite and morganite in a kit.
Do you know, looking in some magazines recently, I always get a few fashion magazines every month to keep up to date, and morganite and rose gold is being used by one of the really big designers at the moment.
Really?
In all their new collection of maternity and engagement rings.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me.
And I've never sort of fallen in love with a stone quite so much as I did with those engagement rings. Those absolutely stunning. So they're only going to go through the roof from here on in.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely gorgeous. Right, okay, so that's it secured at the top.
Okay.
And then because that's secured this part to this part, we then want to turn it over, work from the back.
Okay.
And secure the other part of the knot, so the bottom end of the knot. But you can see how slinky it is. It does want to separate every time you pop it down. So I find the best thing to do is to try and keep it taut. So hold it in your hand the one way.
Yeah.
Grab the 2 tail ends and sort of, if you can, hold it sort of like this. Okay, so you're trapping this so that it's staying nice and taut, and you're pulling it down into position, and that's flopped through. So
it'd be handy if you got somebody that was at home with you while you were making this, and they could hold it for you.
Oh yeah, if you've got somebody that can hold it for you, brilliant.
Schmooze somebody, saying, "Could I just borrow your hands for a minute?"
But I'm holding it like that. You'll find a way of holding it that that suits you.
Yeah.
But it's like everything. It's like knitting or crochet. It's all about just getting your hands in the right place.
Exactly.
And you'll find that yourself. You might find a much better way of holding it than me. Okay, so then it's a case of threading this through this side again, and then just tying a knot, basically. Let's secure both ends and tie a knot. So if I just keep threading that through, have you got something else there then?
Do you know, I'm very beady-eyed, aren't you? Did you spot me schmooze that in across?
Yeah.
Well, we thought this would go really well with this kit.
Take the pressure off me. Oh, yeah.
The pattern wire.
Oh, it really would.
Thought you might say that. So while Gemma's just threading those in for you, we just thought we'd show you these. So I don't like to put you under pressure.
No, this is good.
I don't like doing that. So we'll just give Gemma a moment to just secure that beady bead of Baroque pearls into that gorgeous popcorn chain. I'm so hopeful I've got some. Now this is the beautiful, only released actually this year. This 10 meters of silver plated, but the wire look, as you can see, has got that delightful pattern wire. It's almost French wire-esque, isn't it, almost? And it's just beautiful. So if you love working with wire, but sometimes we haven't got time to sort of twist the wire or texture the wire with a texture hammer. This is one of those, if you want to reach for a reel to create something incredibly different with a very different texture, but sort of take all the time out because the work's already been done for you, then we've got this delightful 1mm gauge. So again, it's a lovely gauge of wire, the 1mm, great for your structural work, and it's 10 long meters on this reel. Now, I'm sure when we launched this, it was about $29.95. It's an expensive wire, realistically, but you know what we do on Jewellery Maker? We want to make sure that you've got the opportunity to make the most of your designs. And obviously we're very aware that a lot of you give your jewellery as presents or gifts or sell your jewellery. You've got business. I've seen a lot of emails on messages rather on Facebook recently, people setting up their own websites and really, you know, because it becomes addictive, doesn't it, Gemma, when you start?
It
you
does,
know,
yeah.
takes over your life, doesn't it?
Yeah,
you know,
enhances.
Oh, that's a nicer way to put it. Yeah, enhances. It's
over
just
the boring bits.
Yeah, exactly. The bits where you've got time to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
It's just delightful. So that at $14.95, we've just taken £10 off the price there. That's incredible. Now, that's a good question, Lois. Lois just said, now, Gemma, can you use the patterned wire to bezel set a cabochon? And she said your designs are beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. To bezel set a cabochon. Yeah, you can use it in exactly the same way as you would any other wire. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's not flat, is it? It's not.
No.
It's not a flat wire, so you can't create your bezel to then mould around like you would with a ribbon of wire. But in any other wrapping,
yeah.
No
It's beautiful. Can't believe we've ever managed to get it to $14.95. We've had another text come in, which is really lovely of you, and this is from our Sian in Denbighshire. Oh, she said, oh, Gemma, I love this. She said, how would the necklaces look if you used two to make one long necklace?
Well,
they look brilliant, wouldn't they?
They would look lovely,
Yeah.
because you've got that lovely cup on the end.
Yeah.
So
if I just show you the back so you can actually see what they're like.
I would suggest, you know, using one of our gorgeous, those lovely bezel set connectors we've
Yeah,
got, or something
yeah.
like that in between, or a big cabochon, or something nice and chunky in between the two.
Yeah, it looked beautiful,
Would
wouldn't
look
it?
lovely.
Oh, that brilliant white topaz connects we had earlier, that'd look lovely,
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something just like that would be perfect to connect the two.
They are gorgeous.
Yeah.
They
really
are
lovely.
gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, so the pattern wire, it was $24.95 and you've taken £10 off, you monkey. Oh, he's a monkey, isn't he? I love that. And again, because you've got that pattern already within the wire, it's going to really, really catch the light. Just ricochet off that wire. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Right, are you ready for us, gorgeous face?
I am, yeah. Basically, that one's done. It's
and that's it.
I've tied it up. I've done a double knot at the back. What I did do as an extra bit of security is where I've got this beady bead in, it still can lift and you know, sort of move around a bit. So what I then did is take the tails, bring a tail round to the front.
Yeah.
And then take the monofilament back through one of those beads on the bottom of your beady bead, one of your beads at the bottom.
Yeah.
And then that just sort of anchors it down to the bottom end as well. And again, just popping in another knot. So that's gone through the bottom of the beady bead, and take it back through to the back.
So as the more sort of tacks you get in place, the easier it
Yeah.
is. It's just the first few that are a bit fiddly.
That's it. Once you've got those first ones, that first knot in. So now that beady bead, if I was to tie that off now, that's not going anywhere.
Yep.
That's completely stuck.
It's beautiful.
Down. The knot's nice and secure, not going to undo. And that's that design really. I've then just added a few of the different gemstones on the bottom with little wrapped loops on the featherweight head pins.
Beautiful. So you've just secured some of the pearls, the green kunzites on there.
And the morganite, yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. But again, you don't have to add anything on if you don't want to, do you?
No, you can leave them just like that. Or just one pearl would look nice as well on the bottom. Or maybe some beady beads to match, you know, do some more beady beads on there.
So if I just show you this, so you can see it, because you don't have to. Because, I mean, you could have that just with the knot with the pearls if you wanted to. But as you can see there, Gemma couldn't help herself, not when she'd got pearls and morganites and green kunzite in there. But you could hang whatever you wanted to on the bottom of there, or nothing. It's, as I said, just with that knot with the pearls, it just is. That looks so expensive, Gemma.
I think it looks expensive,
doesn't it?
as well. It's very classic too, though.
Yeah, so stylish though,
Yeah.
and it is very Italian designer-esque, isn't it? It's just incredible. I love it, love it. Gorgeous, gorgeous.
And easy to take apart. I mean,
Yeah.
if you decide you're fed up with that,
Yeah,
just take it apart.
and you've still got your bracelet and your necklace.
And it's still all there, yeah.
Yeah,
You haven't lost
incredible, incredible. So what else would you like to show us, lovely?
Right,
Thank
I
you
would-
for that, by the way.
I'd love to show you quickly the one with the pearls, sort of more bib-like. That's
Yep,
the one with
that
the
one.
tassels hanging down, that's the one. Yeah.
Yep, gorgeous.
Okay. So what I've got here is 2, 4, 6.
Oh, now look at that. I mean, imagine being able to make that for your mum for Mother's Day. She'd be like,
Yeah.
have you done that?
Yeah, it is lovely, isn't it? I liked it. There's 2 ways, and I'll show you in a minute. There's 2 ways, and I like them both ways. But I stuck with that one in the end.
Gorgeous.
I like things that come into a point. I think it takes your
Very
eye.
sexy.
Yeah, and it, you know, it accentuates, you know, what you've naturally got.
Absolutely. Like it. So you're going to show us this one now?
Yes,
Ooh,
I'll
fab.
quickly show you this one. So what I've got here is 19 pearls on here. 90. I chose 19 because it gave me enough up around the neckline, then with enough dangle at the bottom.
Okay.
You could go more pearls and have less dangle.
Yep.
But it's up to you. You
Okay.
can work that out as you go along. So I've threaded them onto some of the finer gauge. I think it's a 0.6 gauge
0.6 mil, okay.
of the square wire, and just threaded them all onto the centre, and I've left either side about 40 centimetres of wire to work with. Then at each end we want to create a little kink upwards here, just so that we separate, giving ourselves a bit of separation when we thread that in,
Okay.
to give our pearls space to sit.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's open this up for a minute. We're going to lay this, we want to make sure we're at the centre of the chain. We want to lay the pearls in place, and
Okay.
making sure you're at the centre. So take a bit of time on this bit,
Yeah.
because that's quite important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we're going to lay that alongside, and then we think, okay, we want our wire to go through here to keep our pearls in place. Just get this one out of the way.
Just going to hold it, okay.
Okay, so yeah, you're springy.
I'll hold it out the way for you, Gemma.
Thank you. So these popcorn chains are easy to get your wire through.
Oh yeah, they are, aren't they?
Yeah. So you just
Oh,
thread,
wow.
thread that through
Okay.
on that side, and then we do the same on the other side. So take the wire, springy,
It is, isn't it?
unruly. So again, make sure you know whereabouts it's going, and make sure you've got a bit of a curve on it, because
Yeah, otherwise you'd be too
obviously-
tight and it's
yeah,
not going to, yeah.
Yeah, you're with me. Okay, so make sure
Gosh,
it's
that
about
popcorn chain with those pearls looks absolutely gorgeous.
there. It is. It's really high end looking, isn't it?
Oh, I love them. I love them. Couldn't take my eyes off them when I came in today. I went straight on the text my fellow, I said, right, 3 o'clock, get yourself ready. Get your finger poised.
Okay, so that's those in place. They're
Lovely.
just tacked there for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so then I'm going to add in some of my chains. So these are the 2 bracelet lengths that I've got left. Okay, so I'm going to add in one on each side.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is take, let me just show you quickly before I move on.
Okay.
I actually liked it just like that as well.
Yeah, that's beautiful as well.
Yeah, so
really
just,
elegant.
you know, without having the dangle. But then you could do 2 layers if you saved another one. You could have another layer with
That's
another
when
layer
the
of pearl.
opportunities are endless, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
You just want to keep working with it.
Yeah, you could keep on and
Yeah.
on and on and on. Okay, so the reason I got that many pearls there, look, is it just sits
It's perfect. Yeah.
perfectly with that,
Yeah.
with the end there, if I did it all of the way around, but I'm going to go in half.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So what I want to do, that's the wrong way up. I'm going to have nothing on the end here. Just
Okay.
going to leave that there. So all I'm going to do now is take this wire here and just bring it around the back. Okay? And all we're going to do is then come through the popcorn chain at the top of the bracelet one. Okay,
Oh, right at the
as-
top,
as
yeah.
far up to the top as you possibly can.
Okay.
And that's the only time we're going to go through the actual chain.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the time, the next bits are very, very simple. So that just pinches that up to the top there. Check I'm in the right place. Yeah, there we go. That pinches that up to the top there.
Yeah.
I'm going to do one wrap. So this, try and keep your wire nice and flat, because that gives you that sort of professional edge when you're
Yeah.
working with that square profile.
Mm.
So that's pulled into place, and we come round. Now, just give it a pinch. We're not going to pull it taut because we don't want to get puckering in between the gems. We just, in between with the chain, we just want to hold it together really.
Just be respectful really, aren't you, as you're working with it?
Yeah, and just pushing it flat as you go so that they sit nicely together.
Okay.
Okay. So then the next one we come just around, and what you'll find is the popcorn chain has got little
ridges almost.
Grooved,
yeah.
So use those grooves to help guide where your wire sits. Okay. So every time you come round, obviously you don't want it loose so that it's going to slip around, but we don't want it tight,
Too tight
so it's
either.
pulling.
Yeah.
So that's all we do now. Is
You
go
get a
round
feel
and
for it as
round.
you go through the chain, don't you?
Yeah. So we're going to go round and round. Not all the way, because we've got to allow a bit of a tail to dangle.
Yeah.
So let's go down. I think I've got five pearls. So I'll have to have a little count on that one.
Let's have a little look for you,
See how
sweetie.
many pearls I went down?
2, 4, 6, 7.
Oh, 7, not 5. Okay,
It's
so
all right, lovely.
go round 7. So that's 5, 6, and my 7th, just last one. Okay. So do 7, and you do 7 on each side,
Okay.
and then this tail here will then dangle. Okay, keep making it into shape.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And when you get to there, you
Yeah.
then take this tail, and it just goes around the centre ones.
Okay.
And we'll repeat on the other side doing
Okay.
7. So that would come here and come into place around here. So if I just pretend that one's on,
Okay.
that'd be all right.
Yeah, of course it will. I like pretending.
Yeah, it's
fun.
Pretend I made this.
Takes you back
side
when you were a
over.
kid, doesn't it? Let's pretend.
To be honest, it's so quick. We could literally just do it. In fact, let's just do it.
Do you want to do it and I'll show this topaz?
Oh yes, please.
And
if you've got something
because
to
it'd be nice
show.
to see it finish, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that then.
Absolutely.
Let's. Is that okay, everybody? So obviously Gemma's just done the one side. She's just going to do the other side for you. But what we also thought might look absolutely stunning with this kit, because you've got the morganite, you've got the beautiful Baroque pearls that Gemma's working with at the moment with this lovely popcorn chain. And then what we thought is you've got the morganite, the green kunzite. I tell you now, this strand, this beautifully faceted, sparkling, micro-faceted white topaz there is just outstanding. And that, coupled with the green, I mean, let me just show you. If you did manage to get the kit, I think there's one kit left, One kit left. If you put the sparkling white topaz with that gorgeous green kunzite, it would just look beautiful. Again, it would look absolutely perfect if you're commissioned for any wedding pieces. Again, look at that with sparkling, innocent, gorgeous microfaceted topaz with your pearls. Again, that would look dreamy. And again, if you manage to get the natural morganite in that kit, again, really accentuates the pinkness of that beautiful morganite. It just really is beautiful. Now, again, as you twist the topaz, it's going to give you, I mean, when I drove past a beautiful sort of expanse of field when I was out in Switzerland, and it had just snowed about 4 feet the night before, and the sun was belting down in the morning, the glitter that bounces off that beautiful freshly fallen stone. I actually said to Steve Bennett when we were out in Switzerland, I said, you know what, that's exactly what a good strand of microfaceted topaz looks like. He said, yeah, you're absolutely right. It is beautiful, it really is. I'm going to show it you against the black background so you can really see that, just while Gemma's finishing off, just tacking that into position, just to show you the sharpness of that white and the gorgeous spark. I'm going to give you a brilliant price tag on this. There we go, look, do you see what I mean? Look at those, beautiful 2x1 mil, $12.95. And again, if you want to make your monochrome designs and you've got any lovely black onyx or black spinel, you add those in and you've got that instant monochrome look as well. It's just beautiful. It goes with every gemstone you possibly own in your stash. And it just is pure, innocent perfection. It's gorgeous. 10 sparkling carats. Lovely, isn't it? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thought you'd like that, Gemma.
Yeah, I do. I love the microfaceted gems.
Nearly knocked your necklace over then, Gem.
Okay.
Wouldn't they go lovely in
They
there?
would.
Look.
Can you imagine beady beads with
Oh,
those?
yeah.
Or even embellishing a bigger beady bead with those, you know, by running them around the outside, it would just look amazing.
Oh, they're lovely.
They are gorgeous.
Now, Gloria has just said, She just said, oh no, she said, OMG, oh my goodness, she said, oh, I missed the popcorn chain, please say you're having more. Well, guess what? We have got some more on order, but do you know what we've done with the ones on order? Got some coloured ones.
Have you?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I hope we get all the different colours.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I think we're going to get some in gold as well.
Perfect.
Yeah, imagine in rose gold as well.
Antique.
Yeah.
Antique copper.
Because of our vintage weekend this weekend as well. So yeah, and I'll tell you what, the second I come off, I'm going to, well, put it this way, I'll tell you right now, Gloria, because I asked my boyfriend to get them, I haven't dared look, because I don't want to be in trouble. I don't want him being in trouble. So I've just thought, you know what, if he has forgotten to do it, I'm going to go straight upstairs and say, please will you order some more, just to make sure I can get one as well. So good luck on the topaz. Are you ready for us?
Yes, I am.
Great, thank you.
Good. Okay, so what I've done is I've wrapped all the way along both sides. And,
Yes, so just repeated the process in the other side.
Yeah, and the ones in the centre. And I'll just show you how to finish this wire.
Oh, yes,
so
please.
I've got to the centre. I'm just going to want to finish these ends of wire. So I've just cut it down quite short to the back. And then take my round nose pliers and just start myself off a little hook. Okay, by rolling it round. And then position that hook, because this popcorn chain's got lots of little holes.
Oh, you can just tuck it away?
Yeah, position the hook, tuck it away, and as you press it in, that hook will
naturally
push round and hinge itself inside.
Oh, brilliant.
And there you go, it's tucked away.
Oh, wow, that is seamless.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah. So, there we go, there's our basic shape made.
Oh, gosh, that is gorgeous.
So, it's not as tidy as the one that I've done at home, but you can see how quickly we've done that start to finish. Right, then I
mean, imagine that with just a beautiful, just an open neckline with just a simple, either sort of in the summer a maxi dress, or go really dressy sort of New Year's Eve with a, you know, like a black velvet little dress and just that. Oh, yeah.
I think you can put this with your denims. I think
it's casual, it's dressy, it's casual, it's whatever. Yeah. So versatile, isn't it? I love it. I'm in love with them. I'm absolutely. Well, I think you saw how quickly the 100 sold out. It was within minutes, seconds even.
Right.
That is gorgeous, Gemma.
So pulling this together into a bit of a taper, what I've done is I've just put another piece of wire with this time I've got a pearl and one of our little spacers.
Is that spacer in the kit?
Yeah.
That comes in the kit in the 90-piece findings that we said that we like those spacers?
Yeah.
They're lovely.
They are lovely. I really like these. So I just find the right place for those to sit.
Yeah.
And slot the wires in place. So, and then we'll tuck them away like we did.
Yeah.
Just a minute.
Oh, same thing again. Just hook them at the back.
Yeah. Just.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, God. I want to go home and make it. I need chomping at the bit to go home and make it. I hope when I get home he said I've got them.
Otherwise, you'd have to take these apart and take these with you and redo them.
Yeah. Yeah, I might have to if he hasn't got them.
Right.
I want to. This is the lovely thing, though, Gemma. Do you feel lovely with it? That you just inspire people. It's like, honestly, I literally want to go home, get it, and recreate that.
Yeah, I said I am really fortunate. So somebody said something the other day, something really lovely, and I said, well, I love what I do, and even nicer is that other people love what I do. You know, that's you know, I'm really lucky.
Mind you, have you noticed I've accidentally popped one of the popcorn chains on? And as far as I'm concerned, possession is 9/10 of the law. That's what I've decided.
It's almost disguised with your
I'm just gonna forget that I've got it on.
Why not?
And accidentally drive home.
Okay, so there's one in place, and then we can see how this works. Then you put the other one in, just slightly smaller, and then the next one is just a little spacer. And just pop those in, thread them through the chain, and then do that little
hook again on the back.
You hook them, and that's your necklace. On this one, I haven't put anything on the end.
Doesn't need it.
You can. That's up to you. You can if you want, or you can leave it free.
And dare I say, now I class myself as an absolute novice still, and I'm still learning. But I'm very confident and comfortable I could recreate that.
You absolutely
with
could.
Very limited experience.
You absolutely.
Do you mind me saying that?
No, not at all.
That's okay. I never want to see someone appear to be being rude or suggesting that it's simple, but I feel I could that for me is about creating something absolutely beautiful and extravagant and stylish and designer, and I could do it with limited experience. That's so exciting.
Yeah, you can. You've got perfect materials to help you along as well. So these popcorn chains really,
gorgeous.
Make it
gorgeous.
Pop,
now,
they?
have you seen what I've just spotted?
I love that.
That that as well with the popcorn chain instead of the pearls, or as well as the pearls for a Chanel type.
Well, just a monochrome, keep the pearls in there and just have these as the tassels, or with this one, can you imagine these as the tassels down there?
Have that as the droplets on the end and go full monochrome.
What are these?
Do you like them? Big fat black spinels, darling.
They are absolutely heavy.
I know. Give them back.
Oh,
now give them to... You did this with Eleanor earlier. I saw you with the lapis lazuli. Now, come on.
I haven't chosen a challenge yet.
She's like, I don't want to give you them back. But yeah, they have got a really weight to them, haven't they?
They have. They're really weighty and they're cold.
Oh, no. They are cold, actually.
Yeah,
I'm glad you just said that. They are, yeah. They're proper. Look at that. This is one of the most... We talk about sterling silver being the precious metal that has the most luster, and because it's got such an incredible black sharpness, that sharpness of black, and because it's a little bit softer than a diamond being 10 on the Mohs hardness scale, which represents the hardness of a gemstone, this is still right up there at number 8, but because it's marginally softer than a diamond, and I'm only talking marginally, you can actually get a much better polish on a black spinel, hence why a black spinel more often than not has way more luster than a black diamond. And look at that, they are just spectacular. And look at that, this is what I love about Jewellery Maker. We don't sort of just find a black spinel, think, oh yeah, it's absolutely fantastic, but then and then just put a few for you. We have absolutely, they are like 3 in a bed. They're absolutely jam-packed in there, aren't they? Look, you couldn't get another one in there, could you?
No.
Look at them. Now, can I just show you with the if you've just got that incredible strand of microfaceted white topaz, imagine those incorporated into that design with the popcorn chain that Gemma's just done. With the white pearls as well. And again, you can see the sharpness of the facets on there, look. Look at those bubbles of sparkle. Now, I am limited on this black spinel strand. I've only got 30. But how about we give you... Should we give you the post and packaging back? Should we do that? Because post and packaging all day long on Jewellery Maker from midnight to midnight for 24 hours, £2.95.
It is brilliant. Our post and packaging is brilliant.
Can I tell you, right? I order some of those coffee capsules off a very well-known website. And the delivery for coffee capsules. Now, if you've ever had a coffee machine, you know the little capsules I'm talking about, don't you? They don't weigh a thing, do they?
No.
They don't weigh like gemstones do and our tools do and things like that. £4.95 delivery. Every time.
I know, yeah, that's pretty standard, isn't it?
So if you like order 100 capsules and then go back on like you would, you know, like with Jewellery Maker, if you ordered to, oh, I've forgotten something, oh, I need that, oh, I need that. Don't charge you the post and packaging again. It's a one-off, £2.95 a day. I forgot something, went back in, I needed a descaling kit. Another £4.95 delivery. I was so
That annoys me when that happens.
Drives me mad.
Yeah.
But we don't do that on Jewellery Maker, and I think that's a really, really good thing about Jewellery Maker. I really do. And I think we take it for granted a bit, but, you know, it's unusual that. One post and packaging all day long. It is. Don't get me started on that. I'm parking, I'm off. Now, Josie, she's just down the road in Worcestershire. She went, oh, you are... Do you know what I thought that said then, Josie? I thought she went, oh, you are a sight, Zena. That's what I thought it said. Sorry, Josie. She didn't say that at all. She went, you are so right, Zena, but would we have thought of that design without the wonderful Gemma? No. And that's what we have to be so grateful. Because, yeah, I'd look at that and I'd be boring. I'd just wear it on its own. But look what you can make.
Yeah, but I tell you what, I've got the luxury of. I have the luxury of having to play with these things. You know, and it gets sent to me. I have to do something with it. And so I don't think I would. I'm not as brave with my own things.
You're too humble, behave yourself. She's too humble, isn't she, Josie?
I'm not. So it's nice that I can experiment and get it wrong on your behalf, and then
Can I just ask how many of those we've got left? Okay, we've only got 20. Okay, so if you want them, I'll tell you what, Gemma Crow's trying to get her hands on them. Yes. Now, is there anything else you want to show us, or?
Is there anything else you'd like to see? I'm not sure. I don't think.
I'll tell you what, could I just ask a question?
Yes.
On the bracelet, because I'm just very conscious that it is Mother's Day, coming up very, very shortly, 6th of March in the UK.
I'm getting quite conscious of that now.
Yeah. Now with this here, because what I love about this, and I talk about putting jump rings through these bracelets ever so often. I love the fact you've done that, but what I love the fact that you've done even more is you've just done the main section with the jump rings.
Yeah.
Now, what size are those jump rings, just in case people want to recreate that?
Those are the ones that you get in
The ones in the kit?
findings pack. So I think they are a 7
So if
mil.
people have got the kit,
Yeah.
they've got just use
Yeah.
the jump rings that are in that 90-piece findings kit.
That's all they are. Just see
I'm
if I
guessing
can-
7 mil.
I think they're 7 mil.
I think they're the 7. But they're the ones in the kit then?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And then you just it alternated the pearl with the morganite.
Yeah.
And then again, you've just added in... Now that looks like the lobster clasp that you took
It
off
is.
the
It is,
popcorn chain.
yeah. And I love them because look how big they
They're
are.
big, aren't they?
And they're really, I like a lobster claw clasp on a bracelet because it feels really secure, but they're usually quite tiny.
Yeah.
So these are perfect because they...
Can I just tell you, darling, we were both wrong. They're 6 mil in the
Oh, are
findings
they?
pack. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
6 mil jump rings. So in case anybody's going, oh, I don't know, they're 6 mil. Sorry, but yeah. So that's, and again, again, you've just popped at the end for the back of the design some of those lovely spaces as well. That's such a pretty design,
Yeah.
that is.
A couple of spaces and then some crimp covers. So that's just on beading thread, that one.
Is it just on the beading thread? I was
Yeah.
going to ask. Oh, lovely. That is
Yeah.
beautiful. See, if I went into a shop, I'd buy that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and it's a great bridesmaid
Perfect, isn't it? Yeah.
bracelet as well.
Yeah.
You know, and it lovely to get your bridesmaids. I know before weddings, everybody gets together.
Yeah.
And it's nice to get them making their own.
Yeah,
as well.
lovely
They can
idea, isn't it?
Make those themselves.
Yeah. Can I just say as well to Steve Bennett's eldest daughter, if you are watching Hannah Bennett, obviously it's your hen do in May, so I will be expecting natural morganite and pearl bracelets apparently. Thanks. Yeah. Right, we've had a message come in, and it's from Norma in rainy Teignmouth. It is rainy today, isn't it? It is very rainy today. There's a lot of surface water on the motorway.
Yeah, actually, it was awful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zena, I think you should be given the necklace because you've been poorly. It will help your recovery. Oh no, Norma, what a lovely, good, very clever idea. She went, lovely designs, Gemma. Do you know, I think Norma's got a point there, don't you?
Especially as we have two now.
Because, yeah.
Pearls are supposed to aid recovery, aren't they? I'll be honest, is.
She's lovely. Isn't she lovely? Mind you, you've been having a big sale of your jewellery, haven't you?
I have
I've been
indeed.
seeing. There's people been snapping up some right bargains, haven't they?
It's nearly all gone.
I have been perusing.
Oh, yeah.
Norma, you're lovely. And Norma,
Yes, you are
I'm
lovely.
going to go and send your email to the management with your suggestions. It wasn't my idea, it was Norma. It was Norma. Norma said, can I say thank
It'd
you?
be wrong not to now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're fab.
You're fab.
You're fabulous, sir. You're fabulous, sir. Right, okay.
Competition.
Right. I've got a right treat now.
I'm gonna.
I have got
for
a
me.
right treat. Now, Gemma, we have only got 12. That's it. So these, you saw how quickly the popcorn necklaces and bracelets went, all 6 of them, and we went at that ridiculous price point. I have got 4 of the high-end precious gemstones of all time. So there are 5, so the only one missing is diamond, because we have got ruby, we have got tanzanite, we have got emerald, and we have got the beautiful blue sapphire. 100 carats in total. So each strand is 25 carats. You've got the classic blue sapphire and the shaded blues. You've got that delicious reds. I tell you what, it's a lush strand of emerald, and that tanzanite. Now, when we take the price down for all 4 of these, and we're not stopping there, $41.95. Bearing in mind, we're talking there, that would still only be about £14.50 each. For 4 of the big 5 precious gemstones of all time: emerald, sapphire, ruby, and tanzanite. Now, this is about to wow you. You can understand why we've only got 12 left. Right, we have just gone to $29.95. Now, I believe anywhere else, you'd be talking about $29.95 per strand. Bearing in mind, we are talking about tanzanite, emerald, ruby, and sapphire.
Yeah, easily.
Easily. Do you know what that adds up to? A strand. Hey, people, are you ready? £7.49.
It's crazy.
For tanzanite. So for every 1,000 diamonds, you'll only ever get 1 tanzanite. That's it. Please, please, please add that authenticity gift card. Tanzanite, emerald, ruby, and shaded blue sapphire. Already, half the stock has gone. We're down to $29.95. I mean, Gemma, these are gemstones that we dream of working with, aren't they?
They are. They are. In fact, I didn't even, going back 3 years, didn't even dream of using them.
You wouldn't, would
As
you?
a jewellery maker,
Yeah.
you think you have to go to college and
Yeah.
study and work in proper shops. And
Exactly, and it's having the contacts. You don't. Where would you even begin to start to think about before Jewellery Maker? Where would you think of going to actually get your hands on? And also, the thing for me about buying from Jewellery Maker is because we have every single one of our gemstones independently tested at our cost at an independent laboratory, so that we can absolutely guarantee the fact that they're genuine. And let's face it, there's a lot of people out there that try and make a quick buck, and they'll tell you something's genuine when they know damn well it isn't.
Yeah.
We don't do that. We're very particular. We're very honest about our gemstones, very transparent. We've got the documentation to back up the location. So if you're very much one of those people that want to work with guaranteed genuine gemstones and sell and create your jewellery with genuine gemstones, you're at the right place. But that price tag for the quality of the gemstones does not compute. So every one of you there that have just got that deal there for £7.49, a massive, massive pat on the back for you, I tell you. Do you want a little hold of them? She does. Do you see, look, it is. You do feel like that though. No matter how many gemstones cross our path while we're on air, when you get strands like this, you can't help but touch them. They literally saying, touch me, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I'm just thinking, if you just bought them, just imagine just
plaiting them
for that price.
That is a plaited bracelet. Ruby, I mean, ruby, emerald and sapphire bracelet.
Yeah.
It's just... They've all sold out, by the way.
Yeah.
Do you want to borrow my wrist?
Yeah.
I'll be your mannequin.
It's so pretty.
Look at
Ruby,
that.
emerald and sapphire.
Yeah, look at that. Just simple.
Craziness.
Just brilliant. Right, we've got time for one more. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do your clearance deal. We have got, if you manage to get that incredible strand of labradorite that I did earlier for $17.95 with all those purples, we're gonna go clearance. Perfect for spacer beads, perfect for gents jewellery, ladies jewellery. I'm talking, I'd even make a stringy bracelet out of them.
Yeah.
30 carats of labradorite, faceted labradorite, hand drilled. I mean, I'm sorry. How am I not supposed to find that amusing? Because it's not right, is it?
No, it just isn't.
It just is not right. It's just not cricket. We're taking every single one of those 4mm rounds of labradorite has been faceted by hand. Every single one, polished by hand, drilled by hand, colour matched, size matched, stranded, mined, brought to you. How is that physically possible for $3.95? I mean, look at it. You can still see all the labrador essence coming in. You can see the shimmers of blues. I mean, get this into natural daylight anyway, and it'll even be more impressive. But there we go. Look, $3.90.
Very lovely.
So naughty. Right then, please stay with us for the next hour. We've still got amazing deals. We've also got an incredible deal of the day coming up for you in about 20 minutes. So please stay with us. You've got another hour of myself and the lovely Gemma. So we'll see you after the break.